that something? Taco real good? Yeah, taco. See this?
Test. Oh, we got audio.
Oh, you're actually calling from up here? No.
Alrighty, welcome here to week 9 of the CFCA, where we have the Mid-Valley Wolfpack taking on the California Buckeyes, the rematch of the CFCA Championship Bowl number 2, which was last year, that went down basically to the wire. A last 9-second field goal for the Buckeyes went white by about 3 feet, and because of that, the Wolfpack became the back-to-back champions and looking to try and do a three-peat here. The Wolfpack are sitting at 5-1, and the Buckeyes are sitting at 4-2. So both of these teams looking to kind of keep the momentum moving forward with wins if they want to try and reach the playoffs with a first-round bye.
Absolutely, Tony. I'm going to tell you that these are two of the best teams in the league right now. And sometimes when you just play whoever, you're just having fun or whatever, but when you play that person that like your little or older brother, it makes it a little more personal. Last year, they played each other twice. The Buckeyes, it was their first year in the league, and they beat the Wolfpack, who had just been dominating everyone in the league before that. And all of a sudden, this new guys show up and show them what's up. So the Wolfpack, when they played them in the championship last year, were leaving it all out on the table. And they barely lost, like Tony said, in the last couple seconds. So this game is going to return back to that personal competition. It's almost like every year, you see the Cowboys play the Eagles or something like that, where they just have that little bit of rivalry. That is this in the CFCA. So I believe that both teams are going to bring it and leave it all on the table.
And the one thing that I've noticed about the Buckeyes is they were champions in their respective league in 2022, and they went on, I think, about like a 13-game win streak up until the championship game for the CFCA last year. So since that, they have almost lost more games than they've won. If you count the forfeit that they didn't actually win, they won 3 and lost 3. So the Buckeyes that we've been known to love and respect, they've kind of stumbled a little bit. A lot of different factors go into that. Just like with the Wolfpack, consistent quarterback play has been an issue, and that will always kind of have your season go in a teeter-totter one way or the other. And then another one of their, I don't want to say downfalls, but their head coach / owner has had some health issues, and not having that staple on the sideline has really affected them and their emotions on the sideline. And it just goes to show you how important that leader for your team really can be. And so with the Buckeyes kind of stumbling, they want to use this game as the catapult to get them into the playoffs, get that first round bye, get everybody nice and healthy. But the Wolfpack, on the other hand, are trying to make sure that does not happen. They want that first round bye, and this is the game that's going to more than likely put one of the teams in position to get that first round bye and put the other team in position to have to play and possibly on the road come playoff time, considering there's only 2 more games left, 2 more weeks of games left. Even though it's 3 weeks of actual time, there's 2 games left. So we almost have our kickoff underway. Anything else, Braden?
That's it. One little side note that we do want to say now is, just like Tony was saying, there's been a lot of switching in and out with the quarterbacks for the Wolfpack. Their starting quarterback is Tyrone Williams, and he played the first 3-4 weeks, and he actually, the first 4 weeks, sorry, but he actually still leads the league statistically in yards and touchdowns, just to show you how good he is. However, they have their utility player who plays receiver and plays quarterback, Wes Austin, today. He's the one, if you guys were watching last week, number 14, he came in and won the game for the Wolfpack. So I'm sure they have confidence, but this also lets you know that they're still not their full selves. Anyway, it's going to be a good game. Both sides. Enjoy.
All right. Thank you very much, and we'll be with you shortly. leading receiver of the league for receptions and touchdowns. I'm going to mute it for a second. All right, here we go. And we are live. Looks like we have Scott Thompson set to kick this ball off here for the Wolfpack.
You know, to be honest, Tony, I do have to say, actually, both sidelines are looking a little light. Not as much for the Wolfpack. That's definitely not their full squad, but definitely for the Buckeyes.
I was just thinking the same thing. Buckeyes look like they maybe brought 30 players, and I know the conversation you were telling me earlier in the day is when it comes to semi-pro, the home team or the home field advantage plays a huge role into it because the opposing team just has a tough time traveling, and that's kind of what you saw here with the Buckeyes. But the Buckeyes trying to get to the outside, goes right out at the 34-yard line, and that's going to start with a 1st and 10 today.
That was a good return. It did honestly look like, oh, hey, do we have the rosters?
Yeah.
Are we muted still or are we live?
No, we're live.
So Tony's going to set up the rosters for us. But what I was telling is number 9 of the Buckeyes, the guy who returned it, that was a really cool, smooth return. It looks like he was just definitely reading his blocks kind of thing. Wasn't in a rush to get anywhere. By the way, Tony, I counted, and you were pretty close. 35 is what the Buckeyes are bringing in right now.
Awesome. And now, just like I said, the Wolfpack, the Buckeyes look like they've played right around 3 different quarterbacks this year. James Grasty, Kevin Kantz, and it looks like we have a new one going in today at Will England, who did take some snaps in the championship game when these two teams played. Struggled a little bit. Came in Kantz came in, and they ended up scoring 20 points, and they needed 22.
So I count 43 for the Wolfpack, by the way. So not a crazy big advantage.
Absolutely not. But a couple of the players that was missing from the Wolfpack last year that we have, or excuse me, last week that we have this week, is going to play a huge role into the defense and offense. As a first play for the Buckeyes is going to go into negative yardage as they try to run to the outside, stopped by, looks like, Edward Segura using a different jersey.
So, Tony, that was Will England, who's playing quarterback right now for the Buckeyes. He was actually the guy who got the most snaps at quarterback last year in the championship against the Wolfpack. He's one of those all-around athletes, though, that plays receiver and quarterback. But what's funny about that is so is Wes Austin, the starting quarterback today for the Wolfpack. So today is the battle of the utility guys.
The tape went missing. I couldn't find it this morning. I don't know if if we didn't bring it home the other day or what. But Will's going to start in the pistol formation, 2 receivers on either side of him. Looks down the middle, throws it down the seam, and that looks like it could have been picked off, and they are going to say it is picked off. Number 75.
So that was Nick Mora Sosa. And you know, Tony, Nick Mora Sosa, he is a guy you and I have been talking about on and off the camera for a while now. He, in my opinion, is, I would say, at least top 3 defensive player on the Wolfpack. Obviously, I'd say LaQuise Taylor, number 1, the D tackle. But this guy is just all around the field, man. Wherever the play is, even when the play goes to the other side of the field, he is in that pile. And right there, you see how he just always runs to the ball.
It looks like he read the quarterback's eyes, undercut the play, threw his hands up right where the receiver was throwing his hands up, and was able to intercept that ball. Nick Mora Sosa, the man that plays like his hat's on fire so his hair doesn't grow. So
Mission accomplished in that part, though. Huh?
Wes, 1st and 10, pistol formation, rolls to his right, throws to his right. That's Anthony Worthy Jr., Ant-Man Jr. up the sideline, going out of bounds at the 20-yard line.
You know, I'm really glad that they're getting the ball to Ant-Man now. To be perfectly honest with you, it's not his fault. I would say he's still doing a good job, but he's such a good receiver. Him and Breezel on both ends of receiver, they really make the defense have to pick their poison because they're both just so damn deadly. I'm glad that they're getting him involved now, though, just so they start respecting this receiving core as they should.
And so Wes has 2 receivers on either side of him. They're going to run up the middle. McLean gets the crease and gets about 4 yards before he's brought down.
And that's our boy, Tony. Maurice, find the crease, McLean. You know, I will say, though, on the Buckeyes' behalf, they did crash on that pretty well. At least the linebackers reacted. The offensive line, though, of the Wolfpack, they got a real good push, man. They moved the nose guard and the D tackle out of the way.
And so with roughly a 2nd and 7, Wes is going to start in shotgun with 2 receivers on either side of him. BJ is going to be far out to the right, the hero from last week, as Ant-Man JR goes in motion from the right to the left. Wes throws it across the middle, and that was a hit a little early, but no flag on the play, as they say, perfect timing on the defense.
You know, I'm gonna have to agree with the ref's call on there. It was, you know, our boy Rick Woods, he didn't do anything wrong. Even Wes Austin, it wasn't a bad read. He could have thrown a little harder, but it was a good read. It was just a good play on the defense for the Buckeyes. And who was that? Number 50? That was Kean Curry, linebacker of the Buckeyes.
Made a heads-up play right where he needed to be, make sure that no one caught that ball. West now in shotgun, looks to the end zone, throws to the end zone into double coverage, over the head of Ant-Man JR, and that's going to bring up 4th and 7, and you are in the fair, what they call the no man's land, where you don't necessarily want to go for it, don't want to punt it, and a little too far for your field goal, so it's going to bring up 4th down. What would you do, B?
I would definitely go for it because you're not going to get anything punting. Field goal, you know, Mariano, their kicker, he can get the PATs done, but kicking distance isn't really his strength. So I think this is the right call to go for it.
And then just like that, we have a timeout on the Buckeyes. That is going to bring up the first timeout for the Buckeyes as they talk this important 4th play over to make sure that they don't get beat deep or beat for the first down. And with that, we'll listen to our sponsors for a moment.
For our watch party. Come here and eat, drink, and watch our games with fellow fans. What's more, our parties come with great entertainment and a lively atmosphere that will make you feel like you're right there on the field. Upgrade your game day experience by joining us at El Patron for our watch party on game day.
Say you're a small business owner, and you're looking to get your business in front of a targeted audience. Let me tell you a secret. You can get a promo for your business on our games. And what that promo will do is it will give you prominent placement. So instead of paying thousands of dollars for a small business ad space, you're paying a lot less in our broadcast. And you'll be able to get your business in front of a targeted audience.
Dear Rick, Mario.
And with that important 4th and 7, with the ball at roughly the 17-yard line, needing to get to 11. Ball's on the ground. West picks it up, has some pressure, rolls to his right, throws to his right. Ooh, VJ had his foot out of bounds either way, even if he would have caught it. And that's going to be a turnover on downs as the Buckeyes defense comes up. Very important right there.
You know, Tony, one of the sucky things about football is the blame game. Like, who did good on that play? Who messed up? It's one of those things, you know, you kind of don't want to talk about, but you have to sometimes. We can't all get participation trophies. And right there, Wes Austin did a great job. That was a bad snap. He picked it up and left the pocket. He made a good throw on the run rather than just running for it. But, you know, VJ, who is a great receiver, who I think is seriously underrated, that was on him, man. He dropped the ball, and he also had his foot out of bounds. He's better than that.
And so with a 1st and 10, Will is going to do whatever he can not to turn this ball over. The ball is right at the 18-yard line. 2 receivers on his left, 2 receivers on his right, running back on his right, and it's a designated quarterback keep to the right, and that's going to be Edward Segura meeting him right at the line of scrimmage, pushing him out of bounds. Finally, play is blown dead.
And that was number 222. Terry, oh no, that was Segura, huh?
Yeah.
My apologies. You know what? It looks. Anyway, but that was Segura, middle linebacker for the Wolfpack, and he's always wearing Terry Robinson's jersey.
There you go.
Okay.
Someone else's too.
Right on. Yeah, but Segura is one of the best middle linebackers, possibly the best in the league. And right there, you know, sometimes you don't need to drag him out. Sometimes you don't need to hit him hard. He's got his hips low and drove. And, you know, to be honest with you, man, sometimes doing stuff like that sends an intimidation message to the other guy. Like, I could drive you at will.
And that's exactly what Edward brings to the table. And Nick Morisosa on the blitz. Nick Morisosa is going to just barely miss Will as Will gets to the outside, steps out of bounds, and says, I will live to see another day. Whew, that boy was coming in hot.
Yeah, you see Nick Mora too, man. He was there to lay the frickin' hammer. He had a straight beeline right to the quarterback. And the thing is when Will Anglin, the quarterback of the Buckeyes, escaped the pocket, he did it at an angle. And Nick's momentum was taking him one way, so it was hard for him to adjust. And you could even see his body language. He's like, damn it, I have to adjust. Good for him, though. He kept pursuing, but also good play on Will Anglin's end. And that's what I'm saying, man. This guy's a versatile athlete. He's not a bad QB on the semi-pro level, at least.
Yeah, that first play that Nick made on defense just undercut. Other than that, no other passes, couple of runs. And let's see what Will's able to do here on the 3rd and 3 as he looks to pass again, throws it, and that is right where he went last time, and DJ Redmond on the stop, but that is going to be a 1st down for the Buckeyes, and that looks like it's Ray McPhee on the reception from Orlando, Florida.
So that was 3rd down, and they went trips. And a typical defense against trips coverage, which means when you have 3 receivers to one side, is cover 3, which means you have 1 safety and 2 DBs, and they're dividing up the deep section into 3 areas. Okay. And so the left safety, who's being played by DJ Redmond, he was supposed to come up and have the flats. He just gave him way too much love on that play.
I see. Oh, and that is going to be a sack for the Mid-Valley Wolfpack. Looks like it's number 12, Rendon Garcia.
Dude, you know, I'll be honest with you. I was kind of thinking maybe this is Randon. I didn't know for sure because I couldn't see his jersey number at this angle. But as soon as he got up after the sack and I saw the number 12, I wasn't surprised, man. This guy, you know, and this is what we're talking about, Tony. All year, we have been talking about how the D-line of the Wolfpack is probably the best. And there have been some fools online who have disagreed with us, but you see time in and time again where they just dominate. That's not even the starting left end, and he gets a sack on their starting tackle.
Exactly, and it's been a new name every week almost on that defensive line. You can double team one, but somebody else is going to get through, and Will and Shotgun with a 2nd and roughly 19 has the Pennywise meeting him in the backfield, and that's going to be a sack for the Mid-Valley Wolfpack. Back-to-back plays, back-to-back sacks, and that's the dance we all came to see.
You know, and there again, like we just said, D-line tearing it up like they all do. But, you know, as far as what Will Anglin, the quarterback, of the Buckeyes could have done, it's hard to say, man, because it's second and what, 15, second and 20?
Almost, yeah, 19-ish.
And so he's trying to hold the ball for a little while the play develops. I think it's one of those situations where you have to kind of just cut your losses. If it was me calling the plays, I would say, look, man, just try to get 10 yards so we can get 3rd and 10, 3rd and 9, maybe 3rd and 8, but don't try to get all of it here. When you hold it too long, especially against this D-line, you're going to pay the price, which they do, because now what is it, 3rd and 25 almost?
Yep, right around there, 23.
28.
Yeah, oh golly. So Will throws it across the middle, finds a strike, going to be right back to the original line of scrimmage, and that's Ant-Man Sr., the football god, getting up, stopping from the first down, and he's going to come off on that play with a little bit of a limp against Ray McPhee again with the awesome catch and yards after the catch.
And that's what I was talking about, Tony. That's what I wished I would have saw the play before. Just take your 3-step drop out of shotgun, grab, stab, throw. And you saw right there, man, Will Englund, he's got an arm, dude. We obviously see him running. Right there, he put that bad boy on a line. He brought the heat. So he's one of those guys, even though he's not necessarily the starting quarterback, that you have to respect. And again, like I was saying before, same thing with Wes Austin, who also plays receiver and quarterback for the Wolfpack. This is the bowl of versatile players.
Absolutely, and now we have Worthy Jr. back to return it, and it was touched by the Wolfpack. Ball's on the ground, the ball's live. Breezel's able to pick it up. Oh no, Breezel with the speed. Breezel to the outside at the 40, and he is going to pass the 50, stays on his feet, and he is trying to do everything he can to score, and finally ripped out of bounds near the 20-yard line. What an amazing punt return for the #1 receiver in the league, Jawan for Sheezel, my Breezel. Close?
Perfect.
Okay.
By the way, I asked him how he felt about that nickname, and he said he loved it. And there's a reason why we gave him a nickname, because he earned it. And right there, you just saw what happened. I'm glad before the game even started, when he was doing the coin toss as a captain, we were talking about this man's talent and how he's kind of been quiet the last couple weeks. He missed last week before he only finished half the game, and he hasn't had his starting quarterback in. But you see, even when he's not at the receiver position, he's still making up any way he can. This guy is someone to be feared. And in my opinion, I'll be real, I haven't seen enough, but in my opinion, from what I have seen, I think he deserves at least talks of being the league MVP.
And so with the 1st and 10, Austin with the ball, looking, has time, plenty of time, rolls to his left, still has some time, says, nope, I'm just going to run out of bounds, pick up the 3 yards, and live to see another day.
You know, and I like that approach too, Tony. Right there, you know, sometimes guys, when they play QB or really any position, you try to do too much. You know, if it's not there, just take the run, get the yards. But again, from the play, the drive, the 3rd down that we saw last possession, he escaped. He did a roll out to the right, and he wasn't just prone to run. He tried to throw the ball, and he actually made a good read. So he's a guy, from what I see, if you were to tell me he only played quarterback, I believe you. He's getting the job done, man, on it with his legs or his arm.
Well, I have your popcorn here, Mr. Gym Leader. I don't know where you're at, but thank you for that heads up. It's Brazil, I'm being told. We've been pronouncing his name wrong most of the season.
He already knows that. We've already talked about it. He likes the name, and Gym Leader should change his name to Gym Leader Karen.
Wes with the ball, and now Wes rolling to his right, has some time, nobody really in his face. What's he decide to do? Throw it, and that is going to be a late hit on the Buckeyes, but it's not going to be called. You know, that ball had hit the ground before the defender kind of left his feet, but oh well.
You know, and that's one of the situations where, you know, I like to talk, in my opinion, I enjoy trying to give both sides praise when I see good plays, but also when people make mistakes, you got to call them out. And that's where his lack of playing quarterback consistently shows a little bit. You know, throwing on the run, I would say, is honestly the hardest thing to do as a quarterback. At least it's up there. And that ball was just way too short. Not a bad read, but not the best either.
Terry's in a cast. Okay. And so now with that elusive 3rd and 7, West trying to do what he can, has some pressure, decides to hold it, then throw it. That's going to be, ooh, a great play by the defense to get there. VJ become the defender, made sure the defender didn't actually come up with the interception, and the 4th and 7 on the way as the Wolfpack faces the same decision they had last time at this same position in the field.
Yeah, you're right, Tony. Sometimes as a receiver, I mean, when I played quarterback, I've done that too. Like as soon as the ball leaves your hand, you're like, oops, I wish I could have that one back. And your receiver now becomes the defender, and you're thanking him for it, because that was right to the corner of the Buckeyes.
And now with the 4th and 7, the Wolfpack is going to actually attempt a field goal here. They've only made 1 PAT all season and not 1 field goal yet.
Has it only been 1 PAT?
1 PAT was last week, yes.
Well, maybe, I mean, who knows? Maybe they've been working on it. I mean, even the snap hasn't been ideal, to be real with you. That was a good snap. That was a good catch. That was a good hold. That's a good kick, it looks like.
Wow, and it had some distance, and they say no good!
Oh.
No good! I'm assuming left? They didn't really make them.
I think it went right.
Wide right?
I'm not 100% sure, to be real with you. I was just surprised how high and straight it looked. I mean, it had the distance, it had the height. It was on a nice straight line, except for it was either to the right or the left.
Yeah, that's wild.
But that shows you that it's almost there.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely had the leg. I say another 15, maybe 20 yards on his leg right there. But yeah, just you kind of got to get it right down the middle, I guess. Not far enough. I told the refs that we were up here, and we'd be really appreciative if they actually, made some good hand signals. They did acknowledge that they didn't do a great job the last home game in Madera. There was a touchdown that was called back, and nobody really knows why. I told him beforehand, and he said he appreciated the heads up, and that they will do a better job. And so just like that, Will's going to face a 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line to under center this time, and they're going to hand it off quick. Ronnie Lee gets to the hole, but right in the middle of the hole is going to be Nick Morris Sosa bringing the hammer.
You know, I'm wondering, I'm glad that you said that before the snap of the ball he went under center, because I'm wondering what is the benefit in that. Unless you have some heavy set players like a fullback, maybe 2 running backs, especially a tight end, stuff like that, there's really no reason to go under center if you have 4 receivers. To drop back, it's a lot harder. The defense has an advantage with the rush, and it only helps you, I guess, maybe with the run, because it helps the runner comes downhill a little bit better. But it makes more sense to go from shotgun.
Well, here they are in the shotgun with the 4 receivers. Will to his left, Will to his right, has some pressure. He's going to go down behind the line of scrimmage. It's another sack for the Wolfpack, and that is a new Wolfpack defensive line, number 9.
That's Joel Smith, the guy who actually will play some linebacker, sometimes some D-line. He's been out a little bit too, though, Tony. I actually haven't seen him in the last couple games. I think he had some personal issues going on with work and whatnot. But he's actually one of those guys. Dude, I mean, how else to put it? The Wolfpack is respectably stacked on all areas, every position, but especially the defensive line.
Either way.
I meant Joe Sanderson, not Joel Smith. You can't. I think I get like half of a knock on that, because I mean J-O-E.
And now Will with a 3rd and plus 10. We're going to call it 11. Looks to his right, rolls to his right, has some pressure. Rendon's coming. He's directing traffic. Will is, and then finally just throws the ball away. And the Buckeyes are going to punt this one away with a 4th and 11.
So, yeah, I mean, that was just penetration, man. It's like we keep saying, so far, the defensive line of the Wolfpack has owned this game. But what I will say is I do like how Will Anglin, quarterback for the Buckeyes, he still looks like he's out here to play, man. He's not scared. You know, even throwing it away, man, sometimes he had no one else. But he's still running out of the pocket. He's still trying to buy as much time to make a play. It looks like we just have Jawan Breezel by himself back there.
And the Buckeyes are going to switch their gunner here. And the Buckeyes with their 4th and 11 get the ball to punt it away. High, short, very, very short. Better get away, and it goes right to one of the Buckeyes players who tries to catch it, I guess.
For some reason, that happened even last week with the North Cal Stampede. I don't really, you know what? Honestly, if I had to, I think they get excited because they see the ball. But this is a situation, man. You should have got out of the way and let it bounce in your favor because you could have got more yards. Right there, you guys got like what, 12?
Yeah,
I could at least bounce another 10.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, you might as well have just gone. No.
Right?
I don't want to be hypercritical. The Buckeyes are a good team. They're a respected team. They have a good tradition.
And with 5 minutes and 10 seconds left in the first quarter, Wes is going to start in the pistol formation, 2 receivers on his right. They're kind of bunched up on top of another, Woods and Grayson. And then on the left-hand side, it looks like it's Brazil, and it's going to be a run right up the middle for a gain of nothing. Is the Wolfpack bringing up 2nd and 10?
Tony, it's Breezel. Don't be passive. We've been rolling with this, and he loves it. He's already down with it.
Oh, no, I didn't know who was in front of him. That was all.
No, I'm saying the way.
Yeah, I got you.
You know, man, one guy I really like, I'd like to see get the ball more is Titus Grayson, the receiver of the Wolfpack. He's one of those guys, I feel like he could play slot or wide out. He's got speed, got the athleticism. And one of my favorite things about that dude is, well, 2 things. Whether it's in traffic, he's the guy who can make a catch. And after the ball is thrown to him, he makes the catch, he's a good guy to get that yak yards after the catch, the run.
West with a high snap was able to wrangle it down before the defensive line by the Wolfpack was in the backfield. Finally gets the ball away. 3rd and roughly 9 as he just had to hurry up and get that ball away.
You know, Wes Austin double clutched right there, which means where you go to throw the ball, and then as you're throwing it, you realize, oh, for some reason I shouldn't throw it, and you stop, and then you throw it again. My thinking, because I see Wes Austin, the quarterback of the Wolfpack, talking to Rick Woods, the receiver who it was thrown to, he did a hand gesture like, hey, I need you to come down the line a little more. I think he was hoping that he would come toward him rather than just look at him. And on those quick screens to the wideouts, there's a couple ways to run that. So it doesn't look like they were on the same page.
And if I am correct, it looks like the Wolfpack might have been called with maybe too many men downfield. They're keeping at 2nd down and moving him back on that drop ball. So Wes is going to look to his left. He's going to see a hole. He takes the hole, but nope. The defensive line of the Buckeyes say absolutely not. Great play right there. Is that 81? Am I seeing that right? 81, 91, 81, man. What a stud right there. That is Matthew Babriso from San Jose, who played some San Jose City College. Just looks like he should be a wide receiver playing defensive line.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a tight end, huh? Mm-hmm. Probably why he is number 81, probably does a little bit of both. Yeah, you know, even again right there, I see Wes Austin talking to Ant-Man, number 1 of the Wolfpack, and it looks like there's miscommunication on what the routes are. And what we have to remember, guys, is the Wolfpack straight up changed their offense and offensive coordinator mid-season. And so they went from just a passing tree to a concept system, which is the opposite.
Rick Woods with the catch after the bobble, goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. That's going to bring up a 4th and short, and I want to see the Wolfpack go for it here. The ball's at the 31. They need to get to the 28. 3 yards to go. I think you could almost do a little bit of anything. Would you want to see a rollout to the open side of the field or a play action, Braden?
That's not a bad suggestion, man. Well, I wish the ball was on the left hash because he's right-handed, and I could put more receivers on the right side and then have him roll out with the option to either throw or run. Wait, hold on, the refs are.
I think he wants the clock. Perfect. And with the clock ticking at 3 minutes and 26 seconds, a very important 4th down underway as West throws it to the sideline high, and that's going to be a catch for Ant-Man JR, and they are going to say good enough for the 1st down.
You know what was actually kind of cool about that one, Tony, is Ant-Man, he caught that high, he caught that in traffic. That's one of those ones where you need to be a real one to be able to come down, because you're worried, you could be worried that the DB is going to cut your legs out from under you and you're going to go neck first towards the ground, something like that. And that guy was on him, and that ball wasn't coming hard. That was kind of a soft ball. but he was able to catch it in traffic. So that shows that Ant-Man, not only is he fast, not only is he agile, but he's a tough dude.
Yeah, and it kind of runs in the family. We all know his dad plays on the opposite side over on defense, and one of his brothers got drafted by the Kansas City Chiefs recently, and Wes is going to be in the pistol formation. He says, nope, psych, wrong number, rolls to his right, throws it to the end zone. That's for Rick Woods, and that's a catch, but it's going to be just a hair out of bounds.
Man, that was close.
Yeah, Rick Woods
close.
does come up with the ball in his hands, but his feet do not come inbound.
You know, you see the corner of the Buckeyes. I can't see their number 3. That was Kenzel Jefferson on the defense right there for the Buckeyes. You see him waving his finger afterwards, like, you know, oh, you didn't catch it on me. But he's lucky, man, that that wasn't about 6 inches, a little more in bounds, because that could have been a catch. And the reality is, he could act all tough, but it sends a message that, hey, we'll go deep and we can complete it at least pretty close.
Yes, and then that's a nice run up the middle for Tajee Scott Worthy, and that's going to bring up 3rd and roughly 5 as he claps his hands in frustration, knowing he had some green grass in front of him.
Yeah, man. You know, Tajee, he was clapping because he knows that was on him. No one hit him. No one tripped him. He tackled himself. And sometimes that happens, man, you know, especially on turf field. This is not grass. This is turf field, so it catches your cleats a little harder. And he knew he had a lot more yards if he would have kept upright.
And they're going to actually say that he only was able to gain 3, so making that 3rd and 7. Wes is going to be in shotgun. Has receivers on his left, throws it to the end zone. A lot of pushing and shoving on the sideline, and they say, not pass interference? Okie dokie, okie dokie. That was just great defense by Ace Patterson from San Jose, was running hand in hand with Juan Brezel, and Wes thought that Brezel was going to be able to beat him off the line, and he didn't, and there was just a lot of hand fighting up the sideline.
You know, honestly, man, I don't know what happened there. That ball was so far downfield that I wasn't even looking at what was going on with Brezel in that play because I thought it was so far in front of him. I don't know if he was held up. I would have to go back and check the rewind, which, by the way, for our viewers, you could do that. If you want to see instant replay, you could just back it up and come back to real time anytime you want to see it play again.
Yeah.
You can even zoom in. Thank you, YouTube.
Thank you to the Wolfpack for being in a 4th and 7. And Austin throws it across the middle. That's going to be Titus Grayson with the Wolfpack touchdown!
And that's what I'm talking about, Tony. He's a guy yards after the catch. That ball was a little bit behind him. Good read on Wes Austin's part. Give him credit. But Titus, he was the one who was able to get the ball in there, man. He actually had a little bit of a block there, and he has enough speed where no one else was able to catch up with him.
That was a great ball. You said it was a little behind Titus, but it was the open receiver.
Yeah, right? It was a great read. Right read.
Yeah, right read. Could have been a little more precise with the throw, but we are not here to nitpick. Either way, touchdown Wolfpack, and Mejia is looking here to put this ball through the uprights.
You know, I like that they're doing this, Tony, because it's like you got to establish the kick game, man. You know,
that one was good, but they're going to say false start on the Wolfpack, pushing them back a couple.
And I got to be honest with you, with the Wolfpack, I would say their kicking game is their weakest link. It's the one that's been the most inconsistent from snaps, even though, you know, they switch in snappers. They got their starting snapper today with Scott Thompson, with the hold, with the kicks, with people even subbing in. And right there, you see that was a false start on the line, man.
Kick was good. It's going to push them back just a little bit further so they can try it again.
And, you know, good for Mejia to get that first kick. It's almost like a warm-up.
Yeah. And if you look at his first kick of the day, he had the distance. Now that he's lined up right in the middle, he should be able to push it right through. And we have the hike good, the hold better. The kick is going to sail wide right and a hair short. Hit my camera, you're gonna have to pay for that. Just kidding, just kidding. And with that, we're gonna just take a quick little commercial break. And we appreciate everyone being here as always.
It's even better when we watch together.
Tired of rooting for your favorite team alone at home? Introducing one location for our watch party. Come here and eat, drink, and watch our games with fellow fans. What's more, our parties come with great entertainment and a lively atmosphere that will make you feel like you're right there on the field. Upgrade your game day experience by joining us at El Patron for our watch party on game day.
Say you're a small business owner, and you're looking to get your business in front of a targeted audience. Let me tell you a secret. You can get a promo for your business on our games. And what that promo will do is it will give you prominent placement. So instead of paying thousands of dollars for a small business ad space, you're paying a lot less in our broadcast. And you'll be able to get your business in front of a targeted audience.
Dear Rick, Mario, and Mark, thank you for giving me the opportunity to be a part of something greater than myself. I promise to put forth my best effort to learn, to grow, and to always look for ways to help others. I hope that in my actions I bring excitement and respect to you and those around me. Thank you for believing in me. If you want to be a part of something greater than yourself, visit cfcafootball.com for more information.
Scott Thompson with the kick and the flag. And that's going to be the Buckeyes just kind of jogging, but they know that they can make something happen, trying to find the hole, and then the Wolfpack says nope.
Yeah, that was Ray McPhee for the Buckeyes, and same thing. I think he was the guy who returned it the first time, and he is one of those guys. He's not really in a rush. He reads his blockers great. I'm wondering if what his bursting speed looks like though. You know, one funny thing about Scott Thompson when he does a kickoff though, is that he lines up like you're kicking a PAT, just about 3 yards back and off. Usually guys are lining like 7 to 10 yards, get that running start. And he still gets the ball down pretty far.
And it looks like the Buckeyes are going to accept that penalty and have it enforced on the first down, so picking up a couple of extra yards after that. And Will Anglin telling his offensive line, just give me a couple of moments and I will make something happen. And with the 1st and 10. Will is going to start under center. This is where they handed the ball off last time with that 4 receiver set. Let's see if they do it again or try to switch it up, and they do. Had the right idea, but the play was blown dead beforehand, and they are going to say neutral zone infraction by the defense, and that was one of those ones that the offense would have been happy with letting that one slide because there was green grass in front of that receiver. So with a 1st and 5, let's see if the Buckeyes can stack up some first downs and move down the field and put that ball into enemy territory. And with the offense coming out in the same formation, the defense says, I'm going to put somebody on that receiver you threw to last time, Will. Will says, all right, I see what you're doing, and we are going to, hand it off. A little bumble by the running back, but he's able to hold on to it as he falls forward for a gain of 2 to 3 to make it 2nd and 3.
Yeah, you know, Tony, I'm just taking a guess here, but I'm thinking because I think maybe that is the basis of the concept of that package. Where he goes under center, or sorry, the formation rather, to see if any of the outside linebackers are crowding the box or lining up on the receivers. If they're not lined up on the receivers, they just throw it right to them. But a lot of times the outside linebackers are crowding the box because they're thinking, hey, you're under center, you're just going to run it.
Yeah. And so that's exactly what it looks like the Wolfpack is doing here. And they go on 2, the Buckeyes do, and get the get the Wolfpack defensive line, who is eager to get the quarterback, and that is one of their second biggest red flag, I guess, is a lot of encroachment on the defensive line.
And that was number 34, Mark Sapien. He raised his hands. He knew he messed up. He took ownership of it, so more power to him. And then the one and only LaQuise Taylor, number 5, came in and subbed him out. And we haven't seen LaQuise Taylor's name in a while, to be honest with you.
He's kind of been battling injury. You want him healthy, come down the stretch, but this is one of those games where you need him there. And with that being said, that's going to do it for the first quarter as we listen to our sponsors for a brief moment.
And you'll be able to get your business in front of a targeted audience.
Dear Rick, Mario, and Mark, thank you for giving me the opportunity to be a part of something greater than myself. I promise to put forth my best effort to learn, to grow, and to always look for ways to help others. I hope that in my actions I bring excitement and respect to you and those around me. Thank you for believing in me. If you want to be a part of something greater than yourself, visit CFCAFootball.com for more information.
Tired of boring animal shows that just don't capture the essence of these fascinating creatures? Introducing our live animal shows. Our experienced handlers bring some of the world's most incredible animals right to your doorstep. What's more, our shows are not only entertaining but also educational and interactive. Experience the wonder of the animal kingdom with our live animal shows today.
Say goodbye to the hassle of finding the perfect ad space for your business. With our platform, you'll have access to a wide range of ad spaces at affordable prices, and you won't have to wait long to get your hands on them. Also, we offer prominent placement and targeted audience for your ads. You can buy ad spaces with confidence and ease. Get your ad space now with this platform and enjoy the fast and easy process.
Come watch the game with us. Whether it's a casual get-together or a special occasion, we've got you covered. Forever is hosting a watch party for your favorite sporting event. So come in for food or drinks and enjoy the games you can't make in person. It's even better when we watch together.
Tired of rooting for your favorite team alone at home? Introducing one location for our watch party. Come here and eat, drink, and watch our games with fellow fans. What's more, our parties come with great entertainment and a lively atmosphere that will make you feel like you're...
You know how to do it? You good?
And with that 1st and 10, looks like Will is going to start in shotgun here. Wolfpack with 2 safeties deep. Will sees that, throws it to the middle, and that was off the hands of Edward Segura. And you have one of the receivers for the Buckeyes clapping Rex Boots, saying, "I was open, I was open."
He was, but that was just a really good play by, I mean, the question is, were you though? Because the ball got knocked down. Edward, maybe he was given a little leeway, you know, a lot of space in that area, but he made up a lot of ground. He was dropping back deep for what it looks like a Tampa 2 when you have 2 safeties over the top covering the deep halves, and the middle backer gets really deep up the middle to take away that zone.
And so now Will going to be under center again. One of their keys is going to be this matchup and that matchup, and they say nope, run right down the middle, and that is Mr. Gonzalez, aka Pennywise, with the stop right at the line of scrimmage to bring up 3rd and 10.
You know, Tony, my guess is every time they come under center, it's other than that one little quick slant to the slot that got stopped because of offsides on the Wolfpack, so it technically wasn't an official play. Everything else that they have when they've come in that formation has been just a run up the middle, and you see the D line of the Wolfpack crashing down in toward the middle, anticipating it.
Now, do you think they're running because they are squeezing the linebackers to those receivers now, and they're trying to just get one-on-one blocking, or? It's supposed to be on 2. Everybody knew it except for the right guard. That's number 72, Malik Rivers, and that is going to push the Buckeyes back 5 yards from 3rd and 10 to 3rd and 15.
I'm thinking they just have had success with that formation before, and I think that they're still hoping that maybe the outside linebackers start creeping in so they can get the quick seam or slant from the slot, but it's not really working.
And with that, Will has pressure, and that might be a fumble, and they say no, he was down.
Bad call.
But that is sack number 2 on the day for Jason Gonzalez, aka Pennywise, and I kind of,
I'm gonna tell you, man. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm willing to guess that, willing to bet that was a fumble. The watchers, you can go back and for the rewind, and you could zoom in to see if it was a fumble or not. But from what it was up here, he looked like he's going down to the ground when Jason Pennywise Gonzalez pulled his right shoulder, his throwing arm, and jarred the ball loose.
There you go. All right, now the clock is rolling with 13 minutes, 50 seconds, and the Buckeyes looking to punt it away. Almost going to be blocked by Nick Morris-Sosa, but it gets off in the nick of time, and the ball bounces. That is going to be Jawan Breezel getting to the outside. Jawan Breezel is going to have one guy pushing him out right at midfield, and that is more punt return yards for the league and front runner for MVP.
You know, Tony, typically the Wolfpack have 3 returners. Number 22, Terry Robinson, who's not here today, Ant-Man, number 1, and Jawan Breezel. Now, they're all good. They're all talented guys, don't get me wrong. And I'm not taking anything away from the other guys, but Jawan, man, is it just me, or do you see like this swagger, man, this freaking confidence when he's getting the ball, whether it's in the air, whether it's bouncing to him, he knows what to do, takes it and makes a play every time.
You know, I've seen that all year long, and he just has a level of speed that just can't be matched. Like, you can teach a lot of different things, but you can't teach speed, and Jawan has it. And now another run right up the middle with some running lane is going to be Worthy. That's, yeah, Taji Scott Worthy coming off.
You know, Tony, that's what I like to see, man. That's what I'm used to seeing from Taji Scott. Are those, especially outside, he could run too, don't get me wrong, but up the middle, man, he reads the blocks, puts his shoulders down, and he always breaks off big chunks. That's typically the standard for the man, and that's what I'm used to seeing. It's nice to see him deliver right there.
So Wes, 3 receivers on his right, pistol formation, hands it off to McLean. McLean gets to the outside. McLean at the 30, and he finally goes out of bounds as I was zooming in when I should have been zooming out. Ooh.
Maurice find the crease McLean, number 13. And that's his MO, man, is that he does do those fast breaks. He's looking for the hole, and once he finds it, he darts, man. He has the speed, and he breaks off big chunks. So from both running backs, both Taji and Maurice, both talented guys, and those are their styles, what you just saw in these last 2 plays each. Hey, clock's running.
So Wes Austin, hold on, Mac, in the pistol formation, 3 receivers to the right, hands off to McLean. McLean sees the hole again and gets brought down. Great play by the linebacker there, number 50, Keon Curry. If he didn't make that play, Maurice was going to have a lot of green grass in front of him. So that was a heads-up play right there.
Yeah, you know, this guy Keon Curry, number 50, right outside linebacker of the Buckeyes. He's actually made a couple plays today. We've said his name a couple times. He's one of those guys, man. He does find the hole, or the crashes down on the play pretty fast. And you're right. If he didn't make that play, Maurice would have broke off a big chunk.
And with a second, and so Maurice didn't really get any yards on that. 2nd and 10, Wes is going to break his huddle. And they're going to put 2 receivers on either side as they send Woods in motion from the right to the left. West pump fakes it, has pressure in his face, finally throws it across the middle, and that's going to go the other way. And that is exactly who we've been saying all afternoon. Keon Curry with the interception. West thought his receiver was going one way, and his receiver stopped in the hole, and West threw it right to Keon's hands.
You know who he was trying to throw to? I didn't didn't see if that was the Ant or Breezel. I thought I saw 1 or 2.
I think it was 1.
Yeah, I thought so. I thought it was Ant. You know, Ant-Man was actually open, so technically it's a good read, but you're going down, you're throwing it off your back foot, and you floated it. He forced it there. So I would say that was an error. Good read, but sometimes, man, you just got to take the sack. And it's so hard when you're a competitive guy, especially like Wes Austin is. One thing that I love about him as a player. By the way, side note, isn't it? I think that's like the 3rd time in a row where as a commentator you say something about a player and then later they produce, because it's what it was Titus earlier. Titus Grayson, the receiver, who caught the touchdown, and I think I said Nick Mora. So
yeah,
I'm doing pretty solid today.
Oh yeah. So Will's going to start with 2 receivers on either side. Ray McPhee on the far out to the right, and then again, Buckeyes are getting the Wolfpack to jump early, and that's a free 5 yards. You know, when you have a very eager defensive line, that is one of the things you can do. If you go on 2, you can get into jump. They might have the most sacks in the league, but they also have the most offsides in the league as well.
So some people also in the comment section are saying, bring this quarterback back, bring that guy. The other 2 quarterbacks of the Wolfpack are, the starting is Tyrone Williams, and he's hurt. And the other one is Sam Metcalf, who actually is a league MVP the first year of this league. Both of them are hurt right now. They should be back later in the season though, guys. Wes Austin, he's actually technically the 4th string quarterback. Usually he plays receiver. So for what it is, he's actually doing a pretty solid job.
And now the Buckeyes kind of getting something kind of rolling here with 10 minutes and 55 seconds with the clock rolling. Start with a 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line. A couple of good runs. Ronnie Lee sees the hole, gets to the outside, only has the safeties to beat and does not beat them. As the ball is on the ground, there's a flag on the ground as well. And I think they're going to say the runner was down, but let's see what that flag is. It looks like it's going to be holding on the offense.
You know, hey, kudos to Mark Sapien, too, number 34 of the Wolfpack. He was playing on D-line, guys, and in the middle, not even on defensive end, on the outside. And he's the one who came all the way downfield in pursuit and chased down that running back. And when he had him, too, he hit him pretty hard.
So hard that the Wolfpack defense were saying that the ball was on the ground, but the referees say that the knee might have been down first. And with that, it looks like the hold was roughly 9 yards past the line of scrimmage. So they... Low snap, grabs it, has pressure in his face, looking eyes downfield, finally throws it away through the hands of the receiver, bringing up 2nd and 11.
You know, I don't know what it is. I don't know if you're noticing this, and maybe it's just in my head, but it feels like a lot of the snaps for the Buckeyes have been kind of low and to the right. I felt like a lot of times Will is trying to get the ball up and even trying to do a little play action, but he doesn't have time.
So at least there's consistency. If the ball is going to keep coming low and to the right, there is consistency.
Bro, did you see Segura though? He was hoping that the quarterback was going to run or keep it because he just wanted to like lay into him, dude.
Oh yeah, he was ready to pop that.
Will made as what they refer to a business decision and threw it away.
And with a 2nd and 11. 4 receivers. That's going to be run up the middle where they found success on this drive, but not going to bring up a whole lot. Looks like it's going to be a run of roughly 5 right there.
So we see Anthony Worthy Sr., the football god, number 21, who subbed in for left outside linebacker there. He made the play. One thing you got to love about this guy is he just goes 110% every play, whatever position he's doing, because he covers a lot of positions. Even as he made the hit, he tried to bring the intimidation factor too and just looked at the guy the whole time as he stood up over him, making sure that he knew what's up.
And so Will with a 3rd and 5 in shotgun, keeps in his eyes downfield, throws it out of the backfield to the running back who gets the catch and gets right down to the 1st down marker, and they are going to say good for the 1st down, keep the clock running, and the Buckeyes are stringing something together here.
You know, and kudos to Will Anglin, the quarterback for the Buckeyes, on that play. you see the defense of the Wolfpack is when it's a pass, they drop back far and deep, and they're leaving the running back open right there. And so sometimes, man, that little check down, as you saw, gets the first down, and after a while, the guys, the defense of the Wolfpack, they're going to start coming up, and that'll open up the deeper plays later.
Yeah, you have to respect that, and as a quarterback, Braden, that's a tough throw to make, isn't it? As it slings it across the middle, almost into triple coverage. That little swing pass, isn't that kind of a hard pass to make?
It can be, especially if the D-line's in your face, which, you know, Wolfpack's D-line has been in Will's face all day. But if you get good blocking, you know, it's typically one of the easier ones as long as the outside linebacker's not on him.
Okay. I was under the assumption it was a big one of those timing plays where, you know, catching a ball from your side is pretty tough, so you want to put it in a basket, in a small hole, I guess.
Well, typically what you're doing is it's a high-low read, which means you're reading the player that's deeper downfield, high, and if he's not there, that means the lower player, in this case the swinging running back, should be open. He's, you know, before Will Anglin, quarterback for the Buckeyes, he was looking for the slot, the deeper route, but the outside backers of the Wolfpack were dropped back far, so that's why the running back was open.
Okay, and so with moderate success on this drive running the ball, the Buckeyes to try to do it again, and unfortunately Chris Ortiz, who ran that one, was met with nothing but Wolfpack defensive line, so that actually pushed the Buckeyes back a couple of yards, bringing up 3rd and 15.
You know, we didn't talk about it because we were talking about like the swing before. But bro, did you see how Segura and Nick Morososa, the middle linebacker and left outside linebacker, they both could have got that pick if they would have dove for it, but both of them pulled up because they were about to run into each other.
Oh yeah.
And they looked at each other like, oh, I thought you were gonna get it. I thought you.
Right. Yeah.
These two guys, they work together well.
Absolutely. 2 receivers on either side of Will. Will looks to his left, throws it, ball's tipped, and it's on the ground eventually, as it was tipped at the line of scrimmage and then tipped by the DBs. Finally hits the ground, and that's going to bring up 4th and 15.
One thing I will say, though, what I like about this quarterback for the Buckeyes, Will Anglin, is he's got a little zip on his ball, man. That was at least 15, 20 yards downfield, and that was a hummer. That was coming on the line. Even though it got tipped, good job by, the D-line of the Wolfpack. But this guy, he seems like a solid athlete, man. He could run, he could throw.
So,
ooh, they got Javonte Williams, number X of the Wolfpack, as the up return man.
Buckeyes get the ball off, no issues there. Bounces at the 10. Juwan letting it go. Said he has some green grass on it. Picks it up, goes to the outside, jogging, trying to get on, and then that is a great heads-up tackle right there by number 23, Alan Anderson, who just wrapped up. It's what we have seen before in semi-pro, where you just try to bring the helmet and bring the hammer, but he actually wrapped up and it didn't allow Breezel to get away from that hit.
You know, I think Breezel saw it bouncing, and he's on his heels are right in the back of the goal line, or in front of the goal line, and so he sees it rolling, and he's thinking like, should I get it? Should I not? Because if he keeps rolling, he could just down it and get the touchback, come out to the 25-yard line, but it stopped, and he had to make a decision, a grown man decision. He realized, okay, these guys are close, but because he's so cool and confident, instead of just making a knee-jerk quick reaction right or left, he took it. He got up, he saw where the open holes were, had read his blockers, and was able to still make something happen. That's why this guy is so impressive.
And so with a 1st and 10, Wes Austin with 2 receivers on either side of him, and he's going to have his running back on his left-hand side. Looks like Taji Scott Worthy. And Wes is going to roll to his right, have some pressure, throws it back to the middle, into coverage, but the ball bounces on the ground, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 10.
I think he was hoping Titus would be open there. Titus was backed up. I don't know, man. You know, that one, I feel like West should have probably just ran it. And it felt like maybe he was just kind of throwing it away, throwing it at the feet of Titus, because Titus was in too much coverage. That there was a chance that could have been, you know, tipped up in the air or something like that.
Yeah, it's not the confidence builder you need from the last pass, which was intercepted, but with a 2nd and 10, bunch receiver to the right of Wes and bunch receiver to the left in the pistol formation. Let's see what they decide to do. They're going to run it, gets to the outside, making a guy miss, making him look really, really like he might be on a pond with ice. That's skates right there.
Yeah, man, that's a classic little juke. Classic little hit, move right, go back left. And that's what's so cool about Taji, you know. Like I said, typically they run him more up the middle, but he shows you, man, he can go outside. He can make the cuts. He can make the breaks. By the way, guys, there's less than 6 minutes left.
It looks like Scott Thompson is going to replace Wes Austin right here. It could be for a play, or it could be for the drive, as it looks like Wes is going to talk on the sideline, and Scott Thompson taking the first snap at quarterback. He is their punter and threw a touchdown last week. So let's see what he's able to do here in shotgun. Keeps his eyes downfield, throws it across the middle. That could easily be pass interference.
I think
and
that might have been.
Are going to say that's just feet getting tangled up, I guess.
I think you're right. I think that was. You see the outside linebacker, the defender, on the receiver, and you see him stumble. So a lot of times, just by default, you assume that he was held up or pulled down or something. But as they're going back, Breezel tapped his chest like, "No, man, that's my bad."
And so with a 2nd and 10, that was just a one-play Scott Thompson quarterback adventure, and now Wes right back where he started with Maurice on his left-hand side, Brazil far out to the left, and Wes, put the juke on the outside linebacker right there. That was number 33, Najee Pearson, who that's what you want to read on the quarterback. What is that called? The read option?
Zone read.
Zone read, okay.
Yeah, and so that is what you typically want to do, is you have the back lined up either on your left or your right. If he's lined up on your left, you're going to run to the right, and the offensive line is blocking down one guy all the way to the right, and they leave the left side end unblocked. And that's who the quarterback's reading to see, does that end, does he go with the running back, or does he come at the quarterback? And I felt like Wes might have been already assuming that he'd go with the running back and force the run.
Ooh, that was one of those passes by Wes that was thrown just a hair early as Rick Woods was turning around on the sideline. The ball was flashing in front of his face. It was, I thought, a good play, just the timing just a hair off.
Yeah, Wes has definitely made some plays. Even last week, he threw a bomb touchdown. It was like, 30 plus yards. Mm-hmm. And even here, he's made some decent plays. But I think he's getting down on himself. I see him hanging his head over there. And I don't know if subbing him out of play was psychologically a good idea. Every quarterback's a little different. But I think that makes him question himself a little bit more, and so I feel like he just might be overthinking a little bit.
And so, with a 4th and 10, the Wolfpack are going to do their best to punt it away. Scott Thompson gets it, gives it a boot, and it looks like Ray McPhee's going to let it bounce. It's taking a Buckeyes bounce, as it's finally going to be blown dead. Nope, that was Dawson who picked the ball up. And we're just going to take a break for our sponsors quickly.
Audience.
Dear Rick, Mario, and Mark, thank you for giving me the opportunity to be a part of something greater than myself. I promise to put forth my best effort to learn, to grow, and to always look for ways to help others. I hope that in my actions I bring excitement and respect to you and those around me. Thank you for believing in me. If you want to be a part of something greater than yourself, visit cfcafootball.com for more information.
Tired of boring animal shows that just don't capture the essence of these fascinating creatures? Introducing our live animal shows. Our experienced
Sawing trees.
Yeah, he drops trees right where he wants to put them.
So with a 1st and 10, ball at the 40, Will Anglin in shotgun, 2 receivers on either side of him. A little early movement right in the hand of Ronnie Lee. Ronnie Lee makes one defender miss, and then finally getting brought down by Edward Segura. And that is they're gonna say an 11-yard gain, so that's still a 1st down.
So that running back number 2, his name's Ronnie Lee?
I believe so.
Yeah, actually, a couple of plays that he's gotten when the blocking's there, he's also made some plays, man.
And Will in shotgun. Wolfpack with 2 safeties deep. Will gets the ball, hands it off. Again, jump cutting around in the backfield, and then not getting much after that is number 24, Chris Ortiz, who still is able to pick up about 3 or 4 on the play. And the Buckeyes sticking to the run here.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. Is it looks like that? I'm guessing. I think that they see a little something happening. They're trying to establish a little run out of the shotgun, the zone read.
And now Will looks to his left, throws to his left. Ooh, just in front of the intended receiver, Cahill Robinson from San Leandro, who made his cut back, and the ball just about 1.5 feet short.
Good throw and read. Well, good read on Will Anglin. Will Anglin, the quarterback's on his behalf, and it actually had a nice bit of zip to it, but obviously, as you saw, it was way too short. I don't know if that is just, something you need to work a little more on the skill set, maybe lack of timing, but it was still a good zipped ball.
And now, with a 3rd and roughly 7, Will gets the ball, looks to the right, ball patted. Will gets it back in his hands, and he is going to say fumble as it is picked up by Nick Mora Sosa.
Hey, didn't Nick get the interception?
Yes.
Dude, he's on fire today, man. Like, even the run by Chris Ortiz, the number 24 running back for the Buckeyes a couple plays ago, he was the one from left outside linebacker that came and crashed in on that, man. Like, that wasn't even his zone, and he made the play. He's tearing it up today, man.
Yeah, Nick Morris Sosa, an absolute dog on the field. Plays outside linebacker, arguably one of the better linebackers on this team. And
I would say league, man. I'd say he's probably one of the better outside, at least that we've seen in person and game film. That guy's a beast, man.
3 minutes, 13 seconds in the 2nd quarter. Run right up the middle for Taji Scott Worthy, who sheds defenders like they're changing clothes and gets to the outside.
I like that one. Sheds defenders like they're changing clothes. Yeah, man. Way to go, Taji Scott. That's what we're saying, bro. He keeps the legs turning. The defenders were piling up on him, but he didn't just go down, bro. He turned around with it and kept going.
And
keep the clock going, John.
A 2nd and roughly 7. You have 3 minutes and 5 seconds until the halftime is upon us, and the Wolfpack trying to get points off that turnover. And let's see if they're able to do that here. As Austin breaks the huddle, sends BJ far out to the right with Woods out there with him, and then they're going to send Anthony Worthy Jr. Showtime on far inside to the right, and they are going to blow the play dead, and they're going to say false start by the offense.
What's cool here, Tony, is for the Wolfpack, they still have all 3 of their timeouts. And they have great field position. A little worse now that they just got that penalty. But they're only 36 yards away or so from the end zone. You got 2.5 minutes left. You got the 2-minute warning coming up, 3 timeouts. So this is not one of those times you need to panic. This is one of those times, in my opinion, you make your go-to plays. The ones where you can get good chunks of yards, whether it's in the air or even in the run. You don't have to give up on the run here.
Yeah, and it looks like the Wolfpack might have called a timeout right there to kind of talk it over to make sure they're all on the same page. So we're going to talk to our sponsors real quick.
Offer prominent placement and targeted audience for your ads. You can buy ad spaces with confidence and ease. Get your ad space now with this platform and enjoy the fast and easy process.
Come watch the game with us. Whether it's a casual get-together or a special occasion, we've got you covered. Forever is hosting a watch party for your favorite sporting event. So come in for food or drinks and enjoy the games you can't make in person. It's even better when we watch together.
Tired of rooting for your favorite team alone at home? Introducing one location for our watch party. Come here and eat, drink, and watch our games with fellow fans. What's more, our parties come with great entertainment and a lively atmosphere that will make you feel like you're right there on the field. Upgrade your game day experience by joining us at El Patron.
As Brayden and I were talking in the commercial, 2nd and 12, going to the end zone, Breezel is going to get that touchdown for the Wolfpack, number 2 on the day, not for Breezel, but for the Wolfpack.
And that's our boy, Juwan Foshizo Mabreezel. He's already, like we said before, Tony, leading the league in touchdowns, both in the air and on returns. And you see right there, man, he's just one of those guys. You can't disrespect him, Duro. You got to give him love. You got to back up. And the corner just learned the hard way.
To me, that looked like during the timeout, Breezel said, hey, I can beat anybody lined up across from me. Wes, just throw the ball in the air and let me catch it. Is that what you saw?
No doubt. Before the snap, Wes Austin was already going there, and it's probably because of what you just said. How Breeze was like, dude, this guy is playing too close, man. I can take him. And it's one of those situations as a quarterback, you love it when the receiver sees something you can't see because you're doing one-on-one with the defense on the field, and they call for their numbers and then they back it up. It's the biggest sign of respect.
Good, and it's good. The PAT is good, giving the Wolfpack a 13-0 lead.
For prominent placement and targeted audience for your ads. You can buy ad spaces with confidence and ease. Get your ad space now with this platform and enjoy the fast and easy process.
Come watch the game with us. Whether it's a casual get-together or a special occasion, we've got you covered. Forever is hosting a watch party for your favorite sporting event. So come in for food or drinks and enjoy the games you can't make in person. It's even better when we watch together.
Tired of rooting for your favorite team alone at home? Introducing one location for our watch party. Come here and eat, drink, and watch our games with fellow fans. What's more, our parties come with great entertainment and a lively atmosphere that will make you feel like you're right there on the field. Upgrade your game day experience by joining us at El Patron for our watch party on game day.
Say you're a small business owner, and you're looking to get your business in front of a targeted audience. Let me tell you a secret. You can get a promo for your business on our games. And what that...
Alright, we're live. We're live with the Wolfpack, 13, Buckeyes 0. Ray McPhee and also Ace Patterson trying to make something happen on this kickoff.
And you know what? We also, like I said, Wes Austin, he's not doing bad. I mean, he's not perfect, but that's his second touchdown pass of the day. All the points have come from his arm.
Nice hit right there by the Wolfpack. Two competitors just talking one out. More than likely, both of those guys will be in the All-Star game.
So I'm wondering what the Buckeyes are going to do here, man. You know, you have good field position. It's on the 41-yard line. You have 2 timeouts, plus the 2-minute warning is going to happen as soon as this play's done.
And it looks like, keep going, B.
So I think they're probably going to come out and try to score before the half, which is what they should do. With this field position and this time, hey, John, the clock stops after this play.
And so with the Buckeyes now right at the 46-yard line, Will in shotgun, 2 receivers either side. They're going to send the running back in motion. They're going to throw it out to him out of the flats, who gets the catch, tries to cut back inside, and runs into the defender, Edward Segura. But Edward didn't wrap up. Luckily for him, he had DJ Redmond there to wrap up those legs.
To be real with you, I'm surprised they didn't call helmet to helmet on that one. If that was the NFL, they definitely would have. He was just going in for the hit.
Oh, snap. So, Buckeyes in a hurry up. Decide that they're going to throw it across the middle, high over the head of everyone. Dawson almost there for the interception, as the ball finally comes to the ground.
Yeah, and Will Anglin, quarterback for the Buckeyes, is lucky that wasn't picked, man, because there were 4 Wolfpack defenders around that one receiver. And you saw the ball was popped up. Actually, Eugene Dawson, number 24 cornerback of the Wolfpack, if he was just a little further downfield, about 5 more yards, I think he could have got it.
And so now with a 3rd and 6, each team having 2 timeouts, let's see what the Buckeyes are able to do here. They can string together some first downs, try to put some points on the board before half. Will in shotgun, looks left, has some time, throws it. That's to the hands of Ronnie Lee, who cuts back to the inside, sees the defenders coming, and takes an absolute drilling right there from TJ Parker. And TJ Parker and Ronnie Lee, that's not Ronnie Lee, but that is actually going to be Alan Anderson having some words.
Alan Anderson, the running back for the Buckeyes, man, he made a great play. That was actually a really low thrown ball. He had to drop down and grab it. And McKenzie, number 4 for the Buckeyes, outside linebacker, was right there to tackle him. But he still cut and got the first down, so credit to him, man.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. That ball was caught what they call on the shoestrings, and then I was able to still muster up the first down, and then it looks like the Buckeyes are going to call a timeout, and we're going to just we're just going to talk to you through this timeout. We're just going to talk to you for a second. And so
Tony, what do you see out there, man?
I see a very stingy defense in the Wolfpack that's living up to their name right now. They haven't really allowed a whole lot to happen. A couple of plays on the ground, but the safeties are there to make sure nothing squirts deep. And then really not a whole lot through the air. The one pass was intercepted early in the game, and then another pass was batted down, went back into the hands of the quarterback, Will, which was then going to be fumbled. The Wolfpack defense with 2 turnovers, capitalizing on 1 for points. I want to see what the Buckeyes are going to do at halftime with their quarterback situation. I know James Grassi has taken most of the plays at quarterback this year. I see him on the sideline. I don't know if he got here on time, but he's here now. And then I also saw Kevin Chance rolling up before the game. And Kevin Chance was one of their star quarterbacks last year. And he wants 1:30 on the clock.
They're calling NFL.
Hold on, we'll get you. They want 1:30.
1:30.
We heard you the first 7 times.
Will Anglin in the pistol formation, surveys the defense. Ball on the ground. Will picks it up, keeps his knees off the ground, throws a strike to his receiver, and the cameraman was not paying attention. And that is going to keep the clock ticking. That was my camera, not your camera.
It seems like almost half the pass plays, I mean, I'm exaggerating, but a lot of the pass plays for Will Anglin for the Buckeyes, like I said, have been low snaps, and because he's athletic enough, he's still be able to get enough zip on the ball. I just wonder what they could do if they can actually get him the ball and give him a little time.
Yeah. Normally I'd say try to, you know, roll, move the quarterback's pocket, but Will says I'm just going to keep my ball in my hand and get out. Whoa, is he stay on?
Don't go down.
Oh,
He did
wow.
not go down.
Wow. Finally getting brought down there. That was a nice heads-up play by TJ Parker. And the clock is
Still running.
still moving. No, you're good. You're
Still
good.
running.
It's the most, you're gonna get more bitched at more doing that.
Hey, just don't worry about it.
All right, just making sure everybody's on the same page there. We're back. England at the 25-yard line. England looks to pass, throws it to the end zone. Looks like it's going to be one-on-one with Dawson, and they say great defensive play. Great defensive play. No pass interference. They have let them play today.
You can see Trayvon Dimmings, number 13 receiver for the Buckeyes. He's trying to call for a penalty, but first of all, I think that ball was too high, and I think they were both in position to go for it, so it's any man's ball. I think no penalty should be called in that play.
Yeah, I agree with you, B. It was just, they've let him play all day. I'd be shocked to see.
But dude, when you're the receiver or the DB, and part of your job is to always cry to the refs for penalties.
Absolutely. 29 seconds till halftime. Buckeyes facing a 3rd and 10 here.
Oh, the Queese Tice, yeah, the Queese is at the left end, not tackle.
And Will with pressure gets to the outside. Will is going to get inside the 20 before he steps out of bounds. And so with 18 seconds left until half and a 4th and 5, not 3rd, 4th and 5. You're at a very critical point for the Buckeyes right now. Obviously, you want to get the first down if you can, but you need to score. You don't want to go down at halftime 13-0 with with no positives for your offense. You need to kind of build on some momentum here, and I think if you end this drive with some sort of points, you'd be good. And Danny Betancourt is their kicker. I wonder where he's at. Or no, Danny's not on this team anymore. I'm sorry. He's on the road now. My bad.
Yeah, Tony, this has actually been the longest drive of the Buckeyes. So you're right, you want to send that message. That one's a little debatable. That might have been able to be called PI on Eugene Dawson, but I could see why the refs didn't.
Yeah, like I said, the refs have been letting these guys play all day. A couple of bang plays as defenders are coming in, as the ball's coming in, and another one where it's going to be now turnover on downs with 12 seconds left till half.
They're probably just going to down it.
Yeah,
I would just take a knee, go in the half. You're up by 13. I don't think they're going to go for it.
Yeah. Up by 13, roughly 80 yards to go, 12 seconds. Yeah, I wouldn't want to see anything else.
You know what actually would be kind of crazy? It's probably not going to happen. I'm just throwing this out there, though. If they have a package where it looks like victory formation, like they're going to down their knee, and they go for it, but they sneak a receiver on the sideline who just steps on field and then take a shot.
Right. Well, it doesn't even look like.
I think I saw that in one college game. Anyway.
It looks like they're just going to go ahead and call half. I mean, I see both teams going to the sideline. They got 12 seconds left, and they said we don't even want the handoff to be fumbled right now, so we're just going to go ahead and. And so with that, we're going to listen to the introduction for the Wolfpack.
D-line. I want to give give a shout out to my girlfriend and my daughter, and last but not least, Jesus Christ for keeping me healthy.
DJ Redmond, aka Mr. Himothy Poirier, safety, number 11. Want to give a shout out to my family, man. Without y'all, I wouldn't out here be doing this, so appreciate y'all.
Simba Williams, number 32, DN. Shout out to my daughter Tania, rest in peace.
Brandon Williams, running back, number 48, and I ain't got no shout out.
Isaac Rivera, wide receiver, number 11. I just want to give a shout out to my family, and I appreciate they're my biggest supporters.
So, my name is Titus. I'm number 6. You know, everybody around here know I like fishing and stuff. I want to give a big shout out to my family. They've been a semi-supporter of your boy, but it's all right.
Yo, my name is Angel Figueroa. I'm playing number 29 this season. I'm a corner. And I want to give a shout out to my son and my girl. And I just want to know that I appreciate you guys and letting me out here and be balling out and stuff like that.
Nick Mora, linebacker, number 75. I want to give a shout out to the Wolfpack for letting me rock again. And we're ready for the 4th heat, man. We're ready for the smoke.
My name is Joseph West, running back, number 38. I want to give a shout out to my moms for bringing me into this world and getting me as far as life. There I am today.
What's up, guys? T Brown, number 3, DB. Give a shout out to my family. I want to say thank you and I love you guys, and thank you for just supporting me and allowing me to do, you know, the things that I love to do, which is, you know, play football.
Alfonso Zavala, number 41. Give a shout out to my kids and my wife. I love you guys and thank you for your support.
Nico Lippert, quarterback, number 15.
Nathaniel Sandoval, number 8, defensive end, defensive tackle. Shout out to the people who signed my check, because without them, this ain't possible.
Joey Haas here, offensive coordinator of the Wolfpack. Just want to shout out Palmersville High School. Let's go Aztecs.
This is Coach Ken Nelson, man. I'm an assistant head coach and defensive coordinator for the Mid-Valley Wolfpack. Just wanted to give a quick shout out to my family back home in Texas, man. You guys tune in today. Get ready for a good game, man, because we're about to bring it, man. Love to see you guys. You guys have a blessed day, man. Let's get it.
Scott Thompson, number 8, wherever we need me to play. That's it.
My name's Jason Gonzalez, aka Pennywise. My position, defensive end, and I want to give a shout out to my family, my dad that's in the hospital. Hope he gets better. But hey, let's get this money, baby.
Robert Boozer, 66, middle linebacker / DN for Mid Valley Wolfpack. Just want to give a shout out to all the owners for making this one big league possible. Really appreciate it, man. Pack up.
Ron Ireland, center, number 50. Shout out to the guys, shout out to the gang.
My name is Maurice McLean, number 13. I play running back and wide receiver, and I want to give a shout out to my family for always being supportive of me in everything I do.
My name is Worthy. Position I play is everything. Shout out to the Wolfpacks, man.
All right, Joel Smith, Valley Wolfpacks, number 11, running back. Shout out to my fam, everybody who support me.
My name is Jawan Brazil, number 2. I play receiver. Shout out to the guys, man.
Yo, what up? My name is Austin Barkley, aka Tits, number 88, tight end. Shout out to him.
Yo, what up, Wolfpack? Devin Strahan, running back, number 30. Shout out to Visalia. Shout out to the pack.
Tajay Worthy, number 25. Shout out to my girl, I guess.
My name is Roger Rios, number 35. I play D-line. I want to give a shout out to my girlfriend and my daughter, and last but not least, Jesus Christ for keeping me healthy.
DJ Redmond, aka Mr. Himothy Poirier, safety, number 11. Want to give a shout out to my family, man. Without y'all, I wouldn't out here be doing this, so appreciate y'all.
Simba Williams, number 32, DN. Shout out to my daughter Tania, rest in peace.
Brandon Williams, running back, number 48, and I ain't got no shout out.
Isaac Rivera, wide receiver, number 11. I just want to give a shout out to my family, and I appreciate they're my biggest supporters.
Cool. My name is Titus. I'm number 6. You know, everybody around here know I like fishing and stuff. I want to give a big shout out to my family, and then a semi-supporter of your boy, but it's all right.
Yo, my name is Angel Figueroa. I'm playing number 29 this season. I'm a corner. And I want to give a shout out to my son and my girl. And I just want to know that I appreciate you guys and letting me out here and be balling out and stuff like that.
Nick Mora, linebacker, number 75. I want to give a shout out to the Wolfpack for letting me rock again. And we're ready for the 4-peat, man. We're ready for the smoke.
My name is Joseph West, running back, number 38. I want to give a shout out to my moms for bringing me into this world and getting me as far as life. There I am today.
What's up, guys? T Brown, number 3, DB. Give a shout out to my family. I want to say thank you, and I love you guys, and thank you for just supporting me and allowing me to do, the things that I love to do, which is, play football.
Alfonso Zavala, number 41. Give a shout out to my kids and my wife. I love you guys and thank you for your support.
Nico Lippert, quarterback, number 15.
Nathaniel Sandoval, number 8, defensive end, defensive tackle. Shout out to the people who signed my check, because without them, this ain't possible.
Joey Haas here, offensive coordinator of the Wolfpack. Just want to shout out Palmersville High School. Let's go Aztecs.
This is Coach Ken Nelson, man. I'm an assistant head coach and defensive coordinator for the Mid-Valley Wolfpack. Just wanted to give a quick shout out to my family back home in Texas, man. You guys tune in today. Get ready for a good game, man, because we're about to bring it, man. Love to see you guys. You guys have a blessed day, man. Let's get it.
Scott Thompson, number 8, wherever we need me to play. That's it.
My name's Jason Gonzalez, a.k.a. Pennywise. My position, defensive end. And I want to give a shout out to my family, my dad that's in the hospital. Hope he gets better. But hey, let's get this money, baby.
Robert Boozer, 66, middle linebacker / DN for Mid Valley Wolfpack. Just want to give a shout out to all the owners for making this one big league possible. Really appreciate it, man. Pack up.
Ron Ireland, center, number 50. Shout out to the guys, shout out to the gang.
My name is Maurice McLean, number 13. I play running back and wide receiver, and I want to give a shout out to my family for always being supportive of me and everything I do.
My name is Worthy. Position I play is everything. Shout out to the Wolfpacks, man.
All right, Joel Smith, Valley Wolfpacks, number 11, running back. Shout out to my fam, everybody who supports me.
My name is Juwan Brazil, number 2. I play receiver. Shout out to the guys, man.
Yo, what up? My name is Austin Barkley, aka Tits, number 88, tight end. Shout out to him.
Yo, what up, Wolfpack? Devin Strahan, running back, number 30. Shout out to Visalia. Shout out to the pack.
Tajay Worthy, number 25. Shout out to my girl, I guess.
My name is Roger Rios, number 35. I play D-line. I want to give a shout out to my girlfriend and my daughter, and last but not least, Jesus Christ for keeping me healthy.
DJ Redmond, aka Mr. Timothy Poirier, safety, number 11. Want to give a shout out to my family, man. Without y'all, I wouldn't out here be doing this, so appreciate y'all.
Simba Williams, number 32, DN. Shout out to my daughter Tania, rest in peace.
Brandon Williams, running back, number 48, and I ain't got no shout out.
Isaac Rivera, wide receiver, number 11. I just want to give a shout out to my family, and I appreciate they're my biggest supporters.
Cool. My name is Titus. I'm number 6. You know, everybody around here know I like fishing and stuff. I want to give a big shout out to my family, and then a semi-supporter of your boy, but it's all right.
Yo, my name is Angel Figueroa. I'm playing number 29 this season. I'm a corner. And I want to give a shout out to my son and my girl. And I just want to know that I appreciate you guys and letting me out here and be balling out and stuff like that.
Nick Mora, linebacker, number 75. I want to give a shout out to the Wolfpack for letting me rock again. And we ready for the four-peat, man. We ready for the smoke.
My name is Joseph West, running back, number 38. I want to give a shout out to my moms for bringing me into this world and getting me as far as life. There I am today.
What's up, guys? T Brown, number 3, DB. Give a shout out to my family. I want to say thank you and I love you guys, and thank you for just supporting me and allowing me to do the things that I love to do, which is play football.
Alfonso Zavala, number 41. Give a shout out to my kids and my wife. I love you guys and thank you for your support.
Nico Lippert, quarterback, number 15.
Nathaniel Sandoval, number 8, defensive end, defensive tackle. Shout out to the people who signed my check, because without them, this ain't possible.
Joey Haas here, offensive coordinator of the Wolfpack. Just want to shout out Farmersville High School. Let's go Aztecs.
This is Coach Ken Nelson, man. I'm an assistant head coach and defensive coordinator for the Mid-Valley Wolfpack. Just wanted to give a quick shout out to my family back home in Texas, man. You guys tuned in today. Get ready for a good game, man, because we're about to bring it, man. Love to see you guys. You guys have a blessed day, man. Let's get it.
Scott Thompson, number 8, wherever we need me to play. That's it.
My name's Jason Gonzalez, aka Pennywise. My position, defensive end, and I want to give a shout out to my family, my dad that's in the hospital. Hope he gets better. But hey, let's get this money, baby.
Robert Boozer, 66, middle linebacker / DN for Mid-Valley Wolfpack. Just want to give a shout out to all the owners for making this one big league possible. Really appreciate it, man. Pack up.
Ron Ireland, center, number 50. Shout out to the guys, shout out to the gang.
My name is Maurice McLean, number 13. I play running back and wide receiver, and I want to give a shout out to my family for always being supportive of me in everything I do.
My name is Worthy. Position I play is everything. Shout out to the Wolfpacks, man.
All right, Joel Smith, Valley Wolfpacks, number 11, running back. Shout out to my fam, everybody who supports me.
My name is Juwan Brazil, number 2. I play receiver. Shout out to the guys, man.
Yo, what up? My name is Austin Barkley, aka Tits, number 88, tight end. Shout out to him.
Yo, what up, Wolfpack? Devin Strahan, running back, number 30. Shout out to Visalia. Shout out to the pack.
Tajay Worthy, number 25. Shout out to my girl, I guess.
My name is Roger Rios, number 35. I play D-line. I want to give a shout out to my girlfriend and my daughter, and last but not least, Jesus Christ for keeping me healthy.
DJ Redmond, aka Mr. Himothy Poirier, safety, number 11. Want to give a shout out to my family, man. Without y'all, I wouldn't out here be doing this, so appreciate y'all.
Simba Williams, number 32, DN. Shout out to my daughter Tania, rest in peace.
Brandon Williams, running back, number 48, and I ain't got no shout out.
Isaac Rivera, wide receiver, number 11. I just want to give a shout out to my family, and I appreciate they're my biggest supporters.
Cool. My name is Titus. I'm number 6. You know, everybody around here know I like fishing and stuff. I want to give a big shout out to my family, and then a semi-supporter of your boy, but it's all right.
Yo, my name is Angel Figueroa. I'm playing number 29 this season. I'm a corner. And I want to give a shout out to my son and my girl. And I just want to know that I appreciate you guys and letting me out here and be balling out and stuff like that.
Nick Mora, linebacker, number 75. I want to give a shout out to the Wolfpack for letting me rock again. And we're ready for the four-peat, man. We're ready for the smoke.
My name is Joseph West, running back, number 38. I want to give a shout out to my moms for bringing me into this world and getting me as far as life. There I am today.
What's up, guys? T Brown, number 3, DB. Give a shout out to my family. I want to say thank you and I love you guys, and thank you for just supporting me and allowing me to do the things that I love to do, which is play football.
Alfonso Zavala, number 41. Give a shout out to my kids and my wife. I love you guys and thank you for your support.
Nico Lippert, quarterback, number 15.
Nathaniel Sandoval, number 8, defensive end, defensive tackle. Shout out to the people who signed my check, because without them, this ain't possible.
Joey Haas here, offensive coordinator of the Wolfpack. Just want to shout out Farmersville High School. Let's go Aztecs.
This is Coach Ken Nelson, man. I'm an assistant head coach and defensive coordinator for the Mid-Valley Wolfpack. Just wanted to give a quick shout out to my family back home in Texas, man. You guys tuned in today. Get ready for a good game, man, because we're about to bring it, man. Love to see you guys. You guys have a blessed day, man. Let's get it.
Scott Thompson, number 8, wherever we need you to play. That's it.
My name's Jason Gonzalez, aka Pennywise. My position, defensive end, and I want to give a shout out to my family, my dad that's in the hospital. Hope he gets better. But hey, let's get this money, baby.
Robert Boozer, 66, middle linebacker / DN for Mid-Valley Wolfpack. Just want to give a shout out to all the owners for making this one big league possible. Really appreciate it, man. Pack up.
Ron Ireland, center, number 50. Shout out to the guys, shout out to the game.
My name is Maurice McLean, number 13. I play running back and wide receiver, and I want to give a shout out to my family for always being supportive of me in everything I do.
My name is Worthy. Position I play is everything. Shout out to the Wolfpacks, man.
All right, Joel Smith, Valley Wolfpacks, number 11, running back. Shout out to my fam, everybody who supports me.
My name is Juwan Brazil, number 2. I play receiver. Shout out to the guys, man.
Yo, what up? My name is Austin Barkley, aka Tits, number 88, tight end. Shout out to him.
Yo, what up, Wolfpack? Devin Strahan, running back, number 30. Shout out to Visalia. Shout out to the pack.
Tajay Worthy, number 25. Shout out to my girl, I guess.
My name is Roger Rios, number 35. I play D-line. I want to give a shout out to my girlfriend and my daughter, and last but not least, Jesus Christ for keeping me healthy.
PJ Redmond, aka Mr. Himothy Poirier, safety, number 11. Want to give a shout out to my family, man. Without y'all, I wouldn't out here be doing this, so appreciate y'all.
Simba Williams, number 32, DN. Shout out to my daughter Tania, rest in peace.
Brandon Williams, running back, number 48, and I ain't got no shout out.
Isaac Rivera, wide receiver, number 11. I just want to give a shout out to my family, and I appreciate they're my biggest supporters.
Cool.
Popcorn up here?
It's on the shade side down there. Yeah. Yep. Coming back from halftime, Buckeyes going to kick this one off to the Wolfpack. And with a little discussion with the kicker and the holder and the referee, everyone's going to just kind of figure something out here. Not too sure what they're doing.
You suck. No, you suck. No, you guys both suck. This is a part when guys can kind of become girls, man. Do you know where they usually kick the ball from?
I thought the 40, that little asterisk right there.
Yeah, me too. But they're kicking from the 35, so I'm assuming there was some illegal procedure in backing them up 5 yards, and that's actually what they're arguing about. All right. Even though my joke was like super funny, I'm just saying what was really going on. Hey, that's a name we haven't really said today is James Gratzy, number 10.
Yeah, I think he was late, to be honest. I didn't see him in the first couple of snaps, the first couple of drives, and then all of a sudden I saw him popping out the D-line.
For those who don't know, for those who do follow the CFCA, James Gratzy is definitely one of the better players in the league, number 10. He plays D-end, but he also plays some quarterback too. He's got an arm.
A little score update from Bakersfield. Somewhere in the second half, the Rattlers are beating the Hawks 14-0. And now it looks like the Buckeyes are going to finally kick this off.
But yeah, I think there was some penalty. I'm just not sure what it was.
Yeah.
So it looks like they have only Breezel back there to return.
And they're doing their best to kick it away from him.
Out of bounds.
It's going to go out of bounds.
Oh. A little extra pushing after the play. Not calling it though.
Where was it?
Number 28 of the Buckeyes pushed number 35 of the Wolfpack, but Wolfpack didn't respond.
Smart. Heads up play. What's up, Mark? They missed that second one? Okay.
They put their hands up.
Yeah. So there was, you're right, 12.
He missed that second one, but they fucked up. And
they did give him the, okay.
One of them did, but he missed it.
We're live, just FYI, just so you know. So on the Wolfpack's last touchdown, one of the referees on the field gave the arms up like it was good for the PAT, but I guess at halftime the referee talked to the scoreboard guy and one of the advisors for the CFCA, Mark Fugate, and they said that it was actually missed. So we are going to remove one of the points from our scoreboard, and we're going to remove one of the points from the main scoreboard.
Guys, as far as the kickoff goes too, what that was out of bounds. So you have two options. One, you take it from the 40, or two, you back them up 5 yards and have them kick them again. And that's what the Wolfpack has elected to do, is have the Buckeyes kick again. And I think that's because they like the return ability of Breezel. They think they can probably get more from it.
And let's see if they're able to do that.
We know it's Brazil, but he likes to pronounce it Breezel. For everyone, it's not going to change.
Miss. Getting to the outside, and that is exactly why you punt it again or kick it off again, as Brazil is finally pushed out of bounds into the Buckeyes territory right around the 30-yard line.
And that's why his name is Jawan Foshizo, my Breezel. And that's what we're saying. Like, they had the option to take it from the 40, their own 40, but they actually brought it to the Buckeyes 40. They had that much confidence in their man, and they should. I'm seeing a flag.
Yeah, so it does look like
probably blocking in the back or holding, right?
There was a flag called right there. Hold on the return team. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. First down. Alrighty. Oh, there it is. And I know 1 point might not seem like it's the end of the world, but with how close this last game was played between these two teams, 1 point could decide the winner or loser here. Exactly. And so that is actually going to put the Wolfpack way back at the 25-yard line. And a change of quarterback. Scott Thompson starting the game, starting the second half. And he is going to hand it off to Maurice, find the crease, who does find the crease, and runs into Buckeyes defenders after he falls forward for a gain of 4 or 5 yards.
And we're seeing Wes Austin playing some receiver right now. And actually, you know what? Not that Wes Austin did bad, but this actually might be a good idea to get both of their quarterbacks in, since their two starting quarterbacks, Tyrone Williams and Sam Metcalf, both great quarterbacks, are both on the injured list right now. So you want to get some reps with both your guys that you have to use. I actually kind of like this move, Tony.
Oh, perfect. So then Scott Thompson's going to survey the defense in shotgun. He's going to step back to pass. He's going to throw it, and that was intended for Wes Austin, who has been playing quarterback most of the day. And Scott and Wes just kind of not on the same page right there. And with that, it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
It looks like, and this is one of those things with timing. You know, you always hear with the quarterback-receiver combination, it's all about timing, right? They both are new taking snaps. No, you're only getting like 2 days a week practice at the semi-pro level. And Scott Thompson was anticipating that he was going to keep running, and Wes Austin thought that he was supposed to stop and pull up.
And so with a 3rd and 5, Scott Thompson facing his first third down of the day, gets the ball, throws it to the flats. Maurice finds the crease, gets the catch, and is eventually going to be brought down right around the 32-yard line, bringing up 4th and under 5.
One thing I got to say, though, is Scott Thompson, I've known him ever since we both graduated high school. And he, of all the guys I've ever seen play at the semi-pro level, has been the most athletic dude. I would say he, of all guys that I've seen in the semi-pro level, has the most realistic chance of playing in the NFL in his prime. I mean, even the way you see him throw the ball, man, he's just putting a laser on the line. It looks like there's some confusion whether they want to punt or go for it.
Yeah, you look like you had the punt team trying to walk out there, and it looks like Hugh Taylor is actually going to call timeout. He says, hey, this is too important of a game to kind of lackadaisical with this 4th down early in the 3rd quarter. So we're just going to listen to our sponsors for a quick moment.
With your family, then this is perfect for you. I recently went to a live animal show, and it was so much fun. There were all kinds of different animals, snakes, tarantulas, bunnies, birds, and even a tortoise. Plus, it was educational and interactive, so everyone could enjoy it. So if you want to bring some joy and education to your family, contact Reptile Ron.
Come watch the game with us. Whether it's a casual get-together or a special occasion, we've got you covered. Forever is hosting a watch party for your favorite sporting event. So come in for food or drinks and enjoy the games you can't make in person. It's even better when we watch together.
So they are punting it.
I didn't bring it. Flag on the 4th down, and that could give the Wolfpack the 1st down that they were looking for.
I think that was on the Wolfpack. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Hey!
And that is how you keep the offense on the field right there.
I think what happened there was number 40, Malik Johnson. He was playing left tackle for the punt team. Or sorry, Malik London. He's playing left tackle for the punt team, and the guy crossed, and so he just instinctively react. And if you do that, then it is considered encroachment.
And just like that, the Wolfpack offense is going to stay on the field with a 1st and 10. Scott Thompson's going to break this huddle, tell his line, you know, exactly what they need to hear, because Scott Thompson was playing offensive line most of the year. So this is one of those versatile players that the Wolfpack have that can play defense, offense, quarterback, line, everywhere. Maurice gets the ball and gets yanked to the ground by James Grasty for a loss of yards on the play. Looks like about 6, maybe 4 or 5.
So I don't know if this is true, but I heard that actually James Grasty, he had a tryout for the NFL. Is that just rumors or something like that? Maybe it's not the NFL, but I just know that he played at a higher level. Maybe it was D1 college. Not exactly sure, but
I don't know that for sure. So I believe, to answer the family tree, I think it was missed. I know you saw it, I saw it, we all saw the referee put his hands like it was a good field goal, but I think it was actually missed, and so at halftime we were instructed to take that extra point away to answer the family tree, and I know someone else had said that. And out to the flat, Scott Thompson gets Rick Woods with the first down. Rick Woods up the sideline. Rick Woods says, no, I did not step out of bounds, but the referees say, yes, you did, right at the 49 of the Buckeyes.
It's only been a couple plays, but not to take anything away necessarily from Wes Austin. Like he did a pretty good job. He threw 2 touchdowns in the first half, but these throws are looking a lot better from Scott. They're putting him more on line. It's only been, this is their second drive. Well, technically still their first. But it looks like they're actually moving the ball a little more fluidly in the few sample size passes that we've seen.
And again, like you said, not to take anything away from Wes, we all know quarterback is the hardest position to play.
And he did a solid job.
Yes, he
won the game last week too.
There's some more velocity that comes off of Scott's hands that I just don't see Wes have, and that was kind of into double coverage right there. But there's the first flag. Are we going to say defensive pass interference or maybe offensive pass interference?
Offense.
Oh, they're going to say offense here.
One thing that I will say also, Tony, I like about Scott Thompson is he's getting the ball out quick. The average pass completion is 2.3 seconds. It's just grab, stab, throw majority of the time, or make a 2-3 step drop out of shotgun and then throw. And he's doing that. It also messes up the D line because they put all this effort out, and by the time they get to the quarterback, the ball's out of their hands. So it does actually start slowing down the rush too, and it makes it easier for the O-line.
And so Wes Austin was the one who was called on that penalty right there, and Wes has played quarterback all day. He's a little confused on what he did there. He had thrown his ball to a couple of receivers that may have had the same thing happen to them, and he just doesn't understand the call. But either way, that's going to bring up 1st and 20 for Scott Thompson and the Wolfpack.
So they're saying offensive pass interference, which most likely means that they're saying Wes pushed off the defender when he was breaking out of his route when the ball was in the air.
And so Thompson in shotgun, hands it off. Taji trying to get to the outside. Taji is going to be brought down. Another negative play there by the Wolfpack. Another great play by the Buckeyes defense, led by Najee James, the DB who played some college at Lincoln University.
Tony, my thinking there is Taji, he's been having success breaking it to the outside, which is interesting because normally his style is to run it between the tackles up the middle. But because today he was having success, I think he might have made a quicker decision to go outside when that was one of those times you just go up the middle, take what you can get.
And so with a second and roughly a mile for the Wolfpack, Scott Thompson's going to start with 3 receivers on his right-hand side. He's going to move Taji Scott Worthy to his left-hand side, and he's going to get the ball. He's going to look
like 32.
Right to the one-on-one, and it is through the hands of the Showtime Ant-Man Jr.
That was one of those balls where maybe Scott could have put a little further outside, but that was still a great ball. Ant-Man could have turned around a little quicker too and saw it. The reality is it would be the way you actually remedy that is timing. Actually put the practice in so you know how to run this route versus this coverage and where the ball should be about. But both solid job on both guys. They just weren't on the same page.
And so 3rd and, I'm going to say 25-30, right in there. What do you want to see the Wolfpack do? Do you want a chunk play? Do you try to get it all back here?
Me, I would just run a quick screen and let him run.
And that is actually going to go the other way. The Buckeyes are going to take the ball, trying to put some points on the board as the defense cutting around, and is finally brought down. It's going to actually put the ball in the red zone for the Buckeyes. And that's gonna start some momentum for the Buckeyes right there.
It could. Yeah. To answer your question though, Tony, if it was my call, that's 3rd and 33. I would just cut my losses. The Buckeyes defense is going to be backed up far, so I would just do a little funnel screen to the wideout, which means all the offensive line leak and they block the next level. The receiver comes down the line, follows his blockers, and gets as many yards as he can. And just that way you could set up for the punt and not force anything, because that's an example of the bad stuff that can happen when you do.
And so now, Will England starts with the ball at the best starting position he's had all day, which is the 16, 17-yard line, 1st and 10, 2 receivers on either side. And Will surveys the defense, claps for the ball, says we're just going to run it. And trying to cut around is their running back, and they're going to say flag on the play. I saw one get thrown in there. I'm assuming face mask, but let's see what is actually called.
You know, Tony, what I'm wondering too is this is about the same location their last drive ended before half. I'm wondering is the offense and is Will England, the quarterback of the Buckeyes, are they all on the same page of, hey, we're this close, let's push it in this time? We'll see.
The time is actually on their side here, as it was not at the end of the half. So they're going to keep it 1st down, 1st and 5. There was a flag thrown. It was thrown while the tackle was happening, so I'm not sure why it's staying 1st down here.
I think what happened was they were already lined up off sides just at the tail end, and they got the play off, and before they could stop the play. Oh, and by the way, guys, we're in the booth, and we have a lot of people up here, and so if you hear any voices in the background, that's what's going on. It's basically a party, and I don't blame them because we're here, so why wouldn't it be?
And so everyone finally getting lined up on this 1st and 5. Will is going to look at those safeties. Sees TJ Parker and DJ Redmond deep. A lot of movement right there. Who was it on? That's going to be a free 1st down if it was on the Wolfpack.
I think it was on the Buckeyes. I think they were trying to draw the Wolfpack offsides. Yep. They're trying to draw the Wolfpack offsides, but there's that one offensive lineman, maybe 2, who just forgot about the call. They're like, hey, don't be that guy. And they had 2 of those that guys.
Yeah, that was one of those unfortunate low football IQ plays.
So what's funny is, they get the penalty against the Wolfpack, who gives them 1st and 5, and then they give it right back to them. So now it's back to 1st and 10.
They were trying to get a free 1st down, put the ball at the 1st and goal, and that did not happen. So Will England, with his original 1st and 10, is looking to put some points on the board for the Buckeyes here. In shotgun, looks center, keeps his eyes down as the pocket collapses with Jason Gonzalez Pennywise leading the pack and the attack.
You know, man, I think constructive criticism I would talk about with Will England's quarterback style, because he's definitely an athlete. He can run. He's got a good arm, but I think he holds the ball too long. He's depending too much on the scramble for like maybe the hole to open. He can move around, pull Patrick Mahomes. But I think what he needs to stick with against this D-line is what Scott Thompson's doing, the West Coast style, grab, stab, throw. Look at your defender, make a quick read in about 2 seconds. It'll slow down this D-line, because this D-line, they're so hungry, they're so confident, because they've been tearing up this O-line all day.
Now, is that part of the problem? Is the defensive line is getting in the backfield too quickly, or is it just Will is holding on to the ball too long?
Both.
A little mixture of both, as Will gets it on 2nd and 15.
Oh, they're doing a good job blocking here.
17-yard drop back as he tries to put one in, and that's going to be intercepted for Tim Brown. Oh my goodness, what an amazing catch right there. Tim Brown over the shoulder like he was playing receiver in his old days, comes up with the interception for the Wolfpack.
Thank you, but no thank you.
And that's going to be 1st down for the Wolfpack.
I've been calling a lot of stuff today, and most of it's actually been working out, whether I'm calling about a player or whatnot. But that was actually a time where the offensive line of the Buckeyes held up. They gave Will They gave Will Anglin a lot of time to throw. I felt like he was just looking too much on one side, telegraphing it. And then even when he threw it, he put too much touch on it.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I think Tim saw exactly where Will wanted to throw it, and he just beat the receiver there to the ball. And so that's going to bring up 1st and 10 for the Wolfpack. And they're going to start in the worst field position that they've started all day in. And that is going to send Wes back in at quarterback as the ball's on the ground. And that is going to be...
Touchdown.
I'm staying quiet until the refs say touchdown, Buckeyes.
You know, to be honest with you, it feels like the Wolfpack right now have pretty much controlled most of this game, and it hasn't been actually all that close. But it feels like these last couple drives, except for the interception by Tim, it feels like the Wolfpack are kind of giving it up themselves, you know, like if they would just tighten up certain things, how to say, dot their I's, cross their T's, focus on the details. I think that they have the Buckeyes, and because they're not focusing on those details, they're giving chances to them, like we just saw. Wait, I think they're calling back the touchdown. Oh no, PAT.
Yeah. So the Buckeyes are going to line up for that PAT, and it looks like Alice Vaca from Salinas is going to try and put this one through the uprights, as we have the Buckeyes here with the hike high, hold good, kick. Wonderful, right through the uprights. And now, 5-point game here. That PAT playing a huge role into the score now, as we're just going to talk to our sponsors for a quick, brief moment.
So if you want to bring some joy and education to your family, contact Reptile Ron.
Come watch the game with us. Whether it's a casual get-together or a special occasion, we've got you covered. Forever is hosting a watch party for your favorite sporting event. So come in for food or drinks and enjoy the games you can't make in person. It's even better when we watch together. Dear Rick, Mario, and Mark, thank you for giving me the opportunity to be a part of something greater than myself. I promise to put forth my best effort to learn, to grow, and to always look for ways to help others. I hope that in my actions I bring excitement and respect to you and those around me. Thank you for believing in me. If you want to be a part of something greater than yourself, visit cfcafootball.com for more information.
Tired of rooting for your favorite team alone at home? Introducing one location for our watch party. Come here and eat, drink, and watch our games with fellow fans. What's more, our parties come with great entertainment and a lively atmosphere that will make you feel like you're right there on the field. Upgrade your game day experience by joining us at El Patron for our watch party on game day.
Coming back from commercial here. Buckeyes haven't really done a whole lot on offense, but both of these defenses are at the top of the league. So, Alex.
You know what I like to see, Tony, is they also have Javonte Williams, number X, back there with Jawan Breezel to return this.
And let's see where the Buckeyes decide to put this one.
They might go to Javonte thinking that Breezel's too dangerous, but so is Javonte.
So Vaca sets to kick this one right down the middle, right at Breezel. Breezel lets it bounce and it goes into the end zone.
Oh, he's got to get out of the end zone. Oh, they're lucky. He touched it before it went in the end zone. He was supposed to, unless I don't know the rules, when you touch it in the field, if it goes in the end zone, you have to return it. Otherwise, it could be a safety.
Tisk, tisk. Tisk, tisk. So now we have, it looks like Wes Austin's going to come back in and play quarterback here. I saw him and the Wolfpack center, LaRon Ireland, taking some snaps on the sideline. And it's one thing to snap the ball when you don't have a defender in your face, and it's a whole other thing to snap the ball when James Grasty is breathing the same air you are. And so that's probably what happened on that last one. And Wes and Taji Scott-Worthy are going to try and they're going to start in the backfield for the Wolfpack and do their best to put some points on the board here. Taji is going to be wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage and brought down, and that's going to be 2nd and 11.
You know, Tony, now that the Buckeyes have James Gratzy, number 10, who's playing left D-tackle, it really makes it a lot harder to run against this D-line because he's such a deadly player. And you even saw it right there, man. The whole D-line, O-line for the Wolfpack just broke because of getting back there. By the way, some people are asking, isn't the score 13-0? It turns out that one of the referees actually missignaled and Mariano missed both kicks, so it's only 12-0, well now 12-7.
And Wes Austin to the flats, hits the grass as Woods was the intended receiver. And Braden's absolutely right. There was some talk with the referees and one of the presidents, or not the president, excuse me, one of the advisors for the CFCA at half, and that was actually a no-good PAT from the Wolfpack's second touchdown.
So Tony, it's 3rd and 11 right here. I mean, I don't know if they're going to, go for it, but what I would like to see is, split these safeties and do that slot post or seam. You see the safeties they're pretty far apart from each other. There's a lot of room up that middle. And as deadly or dangerous as the other receivers on the outside are, Ant-Man and Breezel, that slot could be open.
And there it is, right to the hands of Ant-Man Jr., a.k.a. Showtime, who's making defenders run into each other, gets to the sideline, and finally gets pushed out of bounds.
Cornerback number 3, Kenzel Jefferson of the Buckeyes, he just totally lost his foot, man. Ant-Man just burnt him, dude. As soon as he did that curl, he thought Jefferson was sold out on a deeper route. And as soon as he turns around for the curl, Jefferson lost his foot, man. And then you see even afterwards, Ant-Man, who's not only a deep threat, but a run after the catch guy, breaks off even more yardage.
Yeah, Anthony Worthy Jr. there. It's one of those plays where I just feel like you just put the ball in your playmaker's hands and allow them to do something. And they said third and long, we'll make it a first down. And that's going to be Wes Austin on the keep. And that might have just been a little confusion with him and the running back there as Taji Scott started to kind of run away. And I think Wes wanted to give it to him, but realized he still had it and said, I might as well just hold on to it.
I think that's exactly what happened, Tony. It's either a hesitant play on Wes's part where he wasn't reading the backside end, who is unblocked on the zone read option play. And he might have just realized like, oh, no, not too much, and so just got to take it, but lost yards.
And so now Wes is going to start with 3 receivers on his right-hand side. And is that Javante on his left? Wes looking to avoid the pressure, and he does. Gets it to the sideline. Rick Woods on his knees, makes the catch. And they're going to say 3rd and roughly 5.
And that's just the thing, is that all these receivers on the Wolfpack are good. And we haven't even said Vincent Johnson's name today. He caught 2 good passes last week and got some first downs. Right there, that was Rick Woods from the slot. We've been saying Breezel and Ant-Man Jr. a lot. But man, you see if you can get the ball in their hands, these guys are talented. I got to be honest, Tony. I wonder what would have happened if Tyrone Williams, number 7, the typical starting quarterback for the Wolfpack, hadn't have went down. How many more yards and plays and touchdowns would all of these receivers have?
That's a great question. He played 3 full games and almost has 900 yards of passing. Still leads the league, and he could have easily. Oh no. Quarterback receiver on two different pages right there, as you have a lot of pushing and shoving going on after the fact. And it looked like Woods went to the flats, and it looked like West threw to the curls there.
Yeah, Tony, that's exactly what happens.
So now 4th and 5, and it looks...
I think they're going to punt it.
So I see Scott Thompson, the punter,
but I
also
still
see
see O-line.
all the regular O-line.
Oh, he's going playing O-line.
Oh, Scott's playing left tackle now, and Wes Austin with a 4th and 5.
You know, the thing about the Wolfpack offense, it's just been so inconsistent. Sometimes big plays, good plays, sometimes just terrible. It's been hit and miss, man.
And that's another interception. Going the other way is the Buckeyes, and that is going to be finally brought down right around the 30-yard line. And that was number 8, Najee James, for the Buckeyes.
You know, it actually looked like that was a good read. The player he was trying to throw was doing a spot route, which is basically a curl where you find the open zone. And it didn't look like they were on the same page, or West just threw an inaccurate ball. But the read was actually pretty solid. But with as close of a defender as the two around him were, those are one of those ones where you really got to put it on the money so the receiver can catch it and go down, because he's going to take a hit quick. But inaccurate, so it entered in a pick.
And now the Buckeyes with the ball at the 27-yard line, and with a ton of control in this game where they almost had none. A run up the middle, and that's going to be very close to the first down marker, but not going to be enough, is 23, Allen Anderson.
And this is what I mean, Tony. The Wolfpack, it feels like they're kind of shooting themselves in the foot. You know, these mistiming with throws, little things like that. Like they're giving it up to the Buckeyes. I mean, not that the Buckeyes aren't making good plays every now and again, but it feels like it's really the Buckeyes' game to lose. They just need to tighten up everything that they're doing, and they do a lot better.
Yeah, Nick Morososa came in off the edge right there, and as the running back was trying to jump around and make something happen, Nick came in and smacked him silly. And so the Buckeyes, still in the hurry-up offense, with a roughly 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5-ish.
I think they're thinking the hurry-up offense is working because they just want to get these guys back on their heels.
Oh my goodness, LaQuest throws the left tackle onto the ground right there, and Will sensed that and said, I better get rid of this ball now, and because of that, just threw a little aired pass.
I think actually they're onto something, the Buckeyes are, Tony. I think the no-huddle offense is the way to go, because I don't know if you were paying attention, but the D-line for the Wolfpack was slow right there. They weren't getting that good of a rush. Will England had a lot of time to throw.
And that is going to bring up the 4th quarter, and we're just going to take a quick little break real fast.
You're paying a lot less in our broadcast, and you'll be able to get your business in front of a targeted audience.
If you have a love for animals and want to share it with your family, then this is perfect for you. I recently went to a live animal show, and it was so much fun. There were all kinds of different animals, snakes, tarantulas, bunnies, birds, and even a tortoise. Plus, it was educational and interactive, so everyone could enjoy it. So if you want to bring some joy and education to your family, contact Reptile Ron.
Come watch the game with us. Whether it's a casual get-together or a special occasion, we've got you covered. Forever is hosting a watch party for your favorite sporting event. So come in for food or drinks and enjoy the games you can't make in person. It's even better when we watch together. Dear Rick, Mario, and Mark, thank you for giving me the opportunity to be a part of something greater than myself. I promise to put forth my best effort to learn, to grow, and to always look for ways to help others. I hope that in my actions I bring excitement and respect to you and those around me. Thank you for believing in me. If you want to be a part of something greater than yourself.
All right, coming back. Start of the 4th quarter. Buckeyes with the ball at the 26-yard line, facing a 4th down here, trying to get the defensive line to move. Oh, I guess not. I guess they're finally starting to play here. Will gets the ball, rolls to the right, steps back, has pressure in his face, trying to stay down. I don't know what he's doing right now. He thinks it's Madden and finally gets the ball away to his own guy. But that is going to be a loss of, I don't know, 15, 16 yards, and that's just going to be a turnover on downs either way.
That's a loss of, I think, 10. Yeah, dude, we were just saying during half, too, right before we came back from commercial, Tony, how Laquise Taylor, who will typically play inside, nose tackle, D-tackle, he's playing left end right there. And I was actually wondering, like, okay, man, you know, you're mixing it up. And he shows that he can get it done outside or inside. As soon as Will started booting out right, Laquise just changed his angle and met him, dude. He's one of, like, going to show you, he's one, that's why he is so good. He's not just big, he's not just strong, he's also fast, he's athletic. To be able to move that much power around that athletically.
A huge sought-after defensive lineman from not just semi-pro, but arena, and Laquise Taylor just continues to dominate the game on the line. And with a 1st and 10, Wes Austin wants to put some points on the board to give his defense the cushion that they need. And I see this formation here, and that's just Maurice McLean shedding defenders, getting close to the 1st down marker before he's finally brought down, and they're going to say shy by about half a yard.
Maurice find the crease McLean. What I really liked about that run right there, Tony, was that, you know, I'll be honest, he was met at the line of scrimmage, and I wouldn't have blamed if he went down, but he kept trucking, he kept turning, he kept pumping those legs, and he busted off to get the 1st down. And that's why he shows you he's not just speed, man. Yeah, he's a versatile guy.
He busted for 9 right there. Oh, no, they actually did give him the 10. They say 1st down, and because of that, Wes Austin is going to put 2 receivers on his left, 2 receivers on his right. He's going to put Maurice on his right-hand side.
I think this might be that RPO.
Over the head, and the ball is picked up by Wes, who decides to just
he should have thrown it away. That's one of those situations. Ball's too high. You know, I don't know why he ran it out of bounds. He could have thrown it up the sideline and not lost any yards.
Now you tell me, Braden, as a former quarterback, on an RPO like that, with your line not really knowing what's going on, with that much time wasted, do you think that he thought, okay, maybe one of my linemen might be ineligibly downfield, or tell me what could be going through his head?
To be honest, that's actually what I was thinking too. Is like maybe he was thinking that guys getting down line, or getting down the field too far, and drawing a penalty for throwing the ball. That's the only thing I could think. But I don't know, man.
After losing almost 10 yards on that play, Wes now gets the ball right in his lap, throws a strike to Worthy Jr., and the ball hits the ground. Little to Worthy's right side, and the middle linebacker was coming hot to try to break that play up.
So right here, I mean, in my opinion, you have two choices. One, you just do like a little running back slip screen. You know, the defense is going to be playing back because they don't want to give up the big throw. The D-line is going to be coming hard because they want to sack the quarterback, and so maybe you can get some yards back. I mean, who knows? Maybe a miracle happens, you get the 1st down. But I would at least do that, a little running back slip screen, maybe a wide out funnel screen, just to get some of the yards back and punt it. Another chance you have is just, you know, go trips one side and have the for sure one-on-one, which it looks like they're doing with Javonte here on the right side, and just throw it up to him.
And Wes doesn't look his way, throws it into double coverage, and the ball hits the grass, almost intercepted there. And the Wolfpack says, no, we're just going to go ahead and punt this one away. And the Wolfpack the offensive players looks like they are trying to relay to the offensive coordinator, hey, we want to run the ball. Yeah, we can pass, but we want to run the ball. That's what Maurice was coming off saying right there. And
You know, Tony, I got to say, in my opinion, I feel like Wes Austin's actually making some pretty solid reads as far as the players that he's picking to throw to. I just don't think his accuracy is at the standard that you want to be, and that's why a lot of the passes are a little left, little right, too high, things like that. Because you look at his throwing motion, he really winds up. It's a lot of his body going into it, and it's not as tight as it should be. That leads to less accurate balls.
Scott Thompson with an amazing punt, putting the Buckeyes back inside their own 5 before Ray McPhee is able to pick it up. He tries to get to the outside, and he is not going to be able to get there. And there is going to be a penalty thrown for late hit right there. And that's going to give the Buckeyes a free set of 15 yards.
You know, Tony, this goes back to what I was saying, man. It's the little things like that. You know, jumping off sides, blocking in the back, the penalties. Even other things like with the accuracy where, oh, hey, actually, no, that's against the Buckeyes. Well, I'll have to swallow that mouth of words.
Wow, I don't hold. I mean, I didn't see anyone make a call.
You know, I think honestly the reality, Tony, is we've just been so traumatized because of what the Wolfpack has continued to go through with penalties. We just assume we see yellow on the field. Wolfpack did something this time.
Yeah. Oh, look.
Which you can't blame us. They are literally the most penalized team in the league, statistically.
Huh. King James Grasty coming in to play quarterback here.
That's what we were saying. He can also throw. He's got an arm. He's going to run it, though.
He's going to roll to the right,
keep
his eyes downfield, slips one down, and that is going to be a first down for the Buckeyes, and that is the athleticism of James Grasty right there, who I thought he was going to run right there, kept his eyes downfield, and threw a strike to his receiver.
I think it was one of those run option passes, sprint right option. You know, it's the classic, the catch. If you know the old Cowboys and Niners game where they went to the Super Bowl and Joe Montana boots out to the right, you have the option to run as you're rolling right, but hopefully you're first looking for a receiver to come open downfield. I think that was a designated play of that nature.
And so Grasty throws his mouthpiece in. He says, I want my receiver from the left-hand side to the right-hand side. And now he looks center, throws center, gets right to his running back, who picks up the first down. And now the Buckeyes, who this game is starting to remind me of the championship game.
I wasn't going to say anything, man, but you took the words out of my mouth.
Where the Buckeyes went up big in the first half and didn't score all second half. And it's almost like the tables have turned here, where I don't want to say the Wolfpack was up big, but the Wolfpack was up 2 touchdowns. And now the Buckeyes are kind of moving in the right direction. Back-to-back first downs, change of quarterback, and now let's see what they're able to do. James with 2 receivers on either side of him, a little movement by the defensive line, no play was stopped, and then they're going to finally hand it off. And because the offensive line thought there was encroachment, they didn't really do anything. The center said, hey, I hiked the ball. And so James said, hey, go ahead and take that, Chris Ortez. And because of that, that's going to bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Tony, I think that's exactly what happened. What happened there was, I want to say that was Joe Sanderson. It was at least one of the D linemen of the Wolfpack in the middle, jumped across the line, but he got back. And you can do that as long as the offensive line, as long as you don't touch anyone on the offensive line as a defensive lineman, or the offensive line doesn't move, you could jump across the line and come back. And that's what happened. And by the time they snapped the ball, the offensive line just assumed that it was a penalty, and so the running back had no blocking for him.
Yeah, I agree 100%. And so now the the Buckeyes 2nd and 10. James looks right, looks center, says, I'm just going to run it. And Pennywise says, no, you're not. But James says, yes, I am, as he drags multiple defenders forward, finally getting brought down for a gain of 2.
Here's the thing. This is what happened right there, Tony. James Grasty, number 10, the quarterback for the Buckeyes, is a big dude. He's just as big. actually, I think he's just as tall. He's 6'5". He's just as tall as Scott Thompson, but he actually has a little more size to him. And when he ran, he wasn't sliding. He put his head down, and then when the defender met him, Segura met him, they're going toe-to-toe, pushing back. And that's sending a message to the defense where I'm not one of these soft quarterbacks who just tries to slide. I come here to bang and clang. And the defense knows that. Yeah, he's trying to send a message. That's why the other defenders came and crashed on him to try to lay that wood, lay that hit. Like, all right, man, if you're going to play that game, you're going to have to pay for it.
Yeah, and you know, do you think that might be one of the strategies for the Buckeyes? As, oh, nice play, Roger Rios, the way to wrap up the running back right there. You play one quarterback through 3 quarters that has one style, and then now as the defensive line wears down, the linebackers are starting to wear down, you throw in that other quarterback that can break runs, that can run over defenders. Do you think that's a strategy that the Buckeyes were trying to do there?
Absolutely, Tony. They're playing to their strengths. I mean, both guys are athletic. Both guys have good arms, and they can both run, but it's the running styles. Will Anglin, number 6, he's more of your speedy, shifty guy, your Willie Beeman. And James Gratzi, he's more like your Tim Tebow, where he's not trying to go off to the side. He's trying to put his head down and hit you like a fullback.
It looks like the Buckeyes here, down 5 points, with a 4th and roughly 9, are deciding that they are going to talk about it a little bit. They're going to figure out what they want to do here. You have had success on the Wolfpack defensive line to try to get them jump off sides, but 5 yards is not going to do it enough to get that first down. So they're going to talk to James, they're going to talk to the offensive line, and you know, they're going to try and see what they can do to get that first down here.
Yeah, I mean, my guess is, especially James Gratzi, man, he's a competitive guy. I think they're going to go for it. I think they're talking like, let's just go for it. They want it that bad. And let's be honest, man, we all play Madden. We all frickin' go for it on 4th down. Most of these guys are wired that way anyway. And I don't think it would be a bad idea. They've been moving on him. Nope. No, it looks like they're sending out their punter.
Yeah.
Scratch all that.
Yeah, and to me, it's one of those situations that you talk to your offense, you talk to the coach. Oh, that's a different quarterback for the Buckeyes right there, too. That's Kevin Chance, number 15, who can...
I think he's the snapper.
Oh, is that not Chance? Oh, I am so sorry.
No, number 15.
Where is he at? He's not even here, is he?
Jason Piercy. Huh. I think he's also a long snapper, or I don't know what they're doing, to be honest with you, man.
I don't even see his name in there anymore.
No, he's right there. No. Jason Piercy.
No, I know, but their quarterback last year, Chance.
Oh,
he was 15, and so when I saw him walking up earlier, I thought it was.
I think this is the right move. I think don't overdo it. You don't want to give the Wolfpack good field position. The offense has been struggling to move the ball. They've been inconsistent. So I think just punt it.
The punter's a little short there, and the Wolfpack try to get it away. Scott Thompson gets his hands up, and it forces a very bad punt right there.
Yeah.
Alex Vaca, I believe.
They only got about 20 yards on that.
Scott Thompson put his hands high. He didn't go to block it as much as he tried to, you know, kind of scare the punter right there, and I think that was beneficial because if Scott Thompson would have tried to actually block it, he could have maybe ran into the kicker if he missed the ball.
Hey, this up.
Huh?
Hey, this up.
Oh, yeah.
Visit cfcafootball.com for more information.
Tired of rooting for your
So guys, there's 9 minutes and 58 seconds left in the game. The score is still 12-7. Wolfpack leading. They have the ball right now. They really need to score right here, man, because the Buckeyes, they've been moving if they get the ball back.
A nice run up the middle for Taji Scott Worthy to pick up a right around 5 or 6 on that. And I couldn't agree with you more, B. It's not like the Buckeyes have had this shot of adrenaline in the second half or this boost of confidence, but it is only a 5-point game. A touchdown puts them in the lead.
You know, actually,
now.
Tony, this is one of the very few times I might actually have to disagree with you, brother. Okay. I think that the momentum has shifted to the Buckeyes. First half, I would say the Wolfpack had the majority of the momentum. momentum. The Buckeyes weren't really moving. They hadn't scored. Here, they have scored, and even that last drive, for the most part, they were moving the ball. A little miss here and there, but I think that the Wolfpack haven't. The Wolfpack have been giving the game to the Buckeyes. I think the Buckeyes feel it, and they want that ball. This would be a good time to really send a message to the Buckeyes that they can't just take it from you.
And so Wes, taking your advice, drops that one, says I just need to run it to make sure. Spin moves from the defender, then another one bounces off of him, and Wes is going to be so close to that first down marker. I want to let the referees kind of decide where it's going to go.
I think that was one of those tough OG moves, man, where he wasn't trying to do anything fancy. He knew he was going to get hit, but Wes isn't the biggest guy. He's a solid athlete, but all he was trying to do was use what he had, his athleticism, and just spin, take the hits, not go down, get as many yards as he can. So a lot of respect coming from me on that one. And that wasn't planned, obviously, Tony. That was a bad snap. Both quarterbacks have been dealing with bad snaps all day. And I'm going to tell you, man, as a quarterback, it really messes up the timing, especially on the quick plays.
And that could be one of the other reasons that you saw Will just not being able to successfully get that pop, pop, pop ball off, because the ball has been low or high or to the right or to the left or whatever the case is. And so with a 3rd and roughly 1 or 2, Wes in the pistol formation gets it. Not on the same page with anybody right there. He thought the running back was going to go right. He put the ball right. Running back went left. He thought BJ was going to come back, stay at the line, and BJ took 2 yards up, and the ball just ends up hitting the ground.
You see Wes Austin, though, the quarterback right there. He was taking, he did that, tap to the chest, like, no, man, that's my bad, my fault. So I don't exactly know what happened. I think Wes thought it was just a, play action, quick screen to the wideout. But yeah, just like you said, they just weren't on the same page. And Wes, he's the one taking ownership for it.
And now with a 4th and 1, the Buckeyes defense lining up for a punt return and the Wolfpack offense lining up to punt this one away. And I'm sure the Buckeyes saw the game last week against the Stampede and know that Scott Thompson can throw it, and they're going to put gunner protects on both of those gunners right there. Anthony Worthy Sr. coming in. One of the first plays he's had since the first quarter.
I think it's a delay a game. Again, Tony, it's little things, man. Miscues on what the play is and where people should be, and it's an incomplete pass. We don't know who's on the punt team, and now it's a delay a game. Little things like that are adding up, and they're giving the game to the Buckeyes. Though, not to take anything away from the Buckeyes are being pretty scrappy, and they are making some pretty good plays. It looks like the offense is coming back on the field.
Interesting.
I think maybe it was a penalty on the Buckeyes, and maybe I was wrong. Yeah, they moved the ball for 4 or 5 yards.
Wow. Okay. So what penalty can you get on the Buckeyes? I didn't see the defensive line move.
That's the only thing I could think of. I think maybe someone touched him too. Maybe even just a little touch. All you need to do is just put one finger on the jersey, and that's a penalty for the D-line to do that to the offense.
Now, how does the 12 men on the field work? I know if you break the huddle and you have 12 men,
that's for offense.
Right.
For defense, you only get that penalty called if the offense snaps the ball.
Okay. So yeah. So everybody's a little confused right then and there. I'm assuming the Buckeyes don't seem too upset. Like they know that was actual penalty. I would assume the defense would be.
You know what play I would like to see right here, Tony, is just a quick little RPO now screen to Ant Jr. down there.
Looks like we're having a little confusion with the chain gang down there. I don't mean to cut you off, but that's what the delay is right now. And so you want the ball in your playmaker's hands is basically what you're saying.
Oh, well, also because the outside backer is he's so far inside toward the box. And so it's just the corner out there. And as fast and athletic as Ant Jr. is, he could definitely get some yards. If it was my call, that's what I would do, something like that. And it's not a hard read. It's not a hard play to make for Wes Austin. Get some completions, get some yards, get some confidence both for the offense and Wes Austin.
What is it?
7:26. I think this is 7:26. Cool. 46.
And here we go. Wes Austin with a 1st and 10 in the pistol formation. Gets it, hands it off to Taji Scott Worthy, who tries to get to the outside and is not having success today running up the middle or the outside, and just keeps the clock running with 7 minutes and 36 seconds and a 2nd and 9 for the Wolfpack here.
You know, Tony, before number 10, James Gratzy, came on the D-line of the Buckeyes, it felt like the Wolfpack was actually having some success running the ball outside and inside, at least a little bit. But now that Gratzy's there, it feels like he is just deflating and messing up the blocking assignments for all of the offensive line for the Wolfpack. And that's why it feels like the run, you know, don't give up on it completely, but it's a lot harder this half for the Wolfpack.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% on that, B. And that's why I really like the idea of your little wide receiver screen you had just mentioned a second ago to one of the wide receivers. And it looks like you're going to try and get the ball to Breezel, who slips and falls down. And there was a flag before Breezel even touched the ball. So
I think what they're going to say is there's probably movement.
Okay.
Or my other guess is that maybe they think that he was motioning toward the line of scrimmage, which is illegal. You can motion side to side, but not coming at a direct angle toward the line. And if he's going downhill or toward the line of scrimmage, it could be a penalty. Those are the only two things I could think.
Okay. And it looks like you're right. It was an illegal shift. And so that's going to bring up 2nd and 15.
So guys, we have 6 minutes and 39 seconds left in the game.
The Wolfpack offense kind of breaking their huddle right here with Wes Austin, and they are going to put Ant-Man JR, Showtime on the right slot, and that's going to be Javonte Williams far out on the right. And Wes in shotgun, gets the ball, looks that way, throws that way, and it's to nobody. Over the head of everybody. And with a 3rd and 15, 6 minutes and 20 seconds. I'm so confused right now.
.6:20 on the clock.
Alrighty. I do not envy anybody that ever has to do the clock. I feel like second to the refs, probably one of the most complained at positions you can play here. And that's no knock to our clock guy, because I'm just as confused 9 times out of 10. I see the refs saying, hey, it looks like you should stop the clock. Everyone's yelling at you not to stop the clock. I don't get it. But either way, 3rd, that's why I decline that every single time they ask me. I get yelled at enough.
We got a 3rd and 15 here, Tony. I mean, snap, dude. I don't know. Wes Austin, like, a lot of his balls are getting away from him. You know, I don't know if it's mechanics. I don't know if he's a little rattled, maybe a little both. Hopefully, you know, but he's a competitive guy, so I wouldn't say close the door on him just yet.
And he throws that one away, way out of bounds. His pocket kind of collapsed on him right there. And what it looked like from the defensive line is they didn't allow him to get a running lane. They wanted to force him to pass it there. They didn't just all kind of converge and meet back. They almost were holding the pocket there, so making Wes throw it. That's what it looked like to me.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what happened there, Tony. He didn't really have anywhere to run to get more yards. They were playing contain, which is when you, as the outside rushers, don't just go in toward the quarterback. You're extending your arms on the tackle who's blocking you on the outsides, and you're trying to pinch and enclose the pocket because you don't want the quarterback to run. You are forcing them to throw.
And Scott Thompson gets the ball to punt it away, and
nice punt.
Beautiful punt, spiraling in the right direction, and unfortunately it's going to go into the end zone, and that's going to start the Buckeyes at the 20-yard line.
special occasion, we've got you covered. Forever is hosting a watch party for your favorite sporting event. So come in for food or drinks and enjoy the games you can't make in person. It's even better when we watch together. Dear Rick, Mario, and Mark, thank you for giving me the opportunity to be a part of something greater than myself. I promise to put forth my best effort to learn, to grow, and to always look for ways to help others. I hope that in my actions I bring excitement and respect to you and those around me. Thank you for believing in me. If you want to be a part of something greater than yourself, visit CFCAFootball.com for more information.
Tired of rooting for your favorite team alone at home? Introducing one location for our watch party. Come.
Quick, easy passes.
Okay, we're back. Grasty and shotgun here with two receivers on either side of them. Plays blown dead before it starts, and you have offensive linemen
It's
getting
a flag.
rolled over
Surprise,
there.
surprise.
And that actually might be an injured player there. One of those unfortunate plays where the whistle was late, the flag was kind of late, and now you have a player on the ground. And we're just going to talk to our sponsors again.
Business owner, and you're looking to get your business in front of a targeted audience. Let me tell you a secret. You can get a promo for your business on our games. And what that promo will do is it will give you prominent placement. So instead of paying thousands of dollars for a small business ad space, you're paying a lot less in our broadcast. And you'll be able to get your business in front of a targeted audience.
If you have a love for animals and want to share it with your family, then this is perfect for you. I recently went to a live animal show, and it was so much fun. There were all kinds of different animals, snakes, tarantulas, bunnies, birds, and even a tortoise. Plus, it was educational and interactive, so everyone could enjoy it. So if you want to bring some joy and education to your family, contact Reptile Ron.
Come watch the game with us. Whether it's a casual get-together or a special occasion, we've got you covered. Forever is hosting a watch party for your favorite sporting event. So come in for food or drinks and enjoy the games you can't make in person. It's even better when we watch together. Dear Rick, Mario, and Mark, thank you for giving me the opportunity to be a part of something greater than myself. I promise to put forth my best effort to learn, to grow, and to always look for ways to help others. I hope that in my actions I bring excitement and respect to you and those around me. Thank you for believing in me. If you want to be a part of something greater than yourself, visit CFCAFootball.com for
Coming back from that injury timeout, it did look like the injured player was able to walk off on his own accord, so that is what we like to see as James gets the ball in shotgun. Pocket collapses, he throws it away. That is going to be a dropped interception for the Wolfpack. Mackenzie Johnson was trying to take that one into the end zone, tried to one-hand it, tried to be cute. You need dogs right now. We don't need cute
Puppies.
We don't need cute puppies. We need vicious dogs.
I got to be honest with you. I think McKenzie was thinking too much about the touchdown that he wanted to make a pick six. Honestly, pick sixes are the best play you can make, offense or defense, in my opinion. And it was one of those times, man, just go for both hands, get the catch, and then if you have a chance afterwards, great.
That right there was the potential turning point for the Wolfpack to steal the momentum away from the Buckeyes, but that is actually just going to bring up 2nd and 15 now. And Grasty in shotgun gets it, looks center, throws it center. That is one of those amazing plays into traffic, and that is going to be a Buckeyes touchdown unless you have somebody with shoes of God under him as Ray McPhee takes that one in for a touchdown.
And you know, it's funny, Tony, we were saying earlier when Ray McPhee was doing the return game that he was really patient following his blocks. We didn't really see bursts of speed, and we were wondering, does he have it? And he just answered our question. He definitely does. He outround everybody. Put on the Tyreek Hill shoes, man.
What a change of events. Wolfpack dropping a potential pick six for the very next play to be a, what is that? 90-yard touchdown bomb.
I like how the Buckeyes touchdown emoticon looks like two weed plants, marijuana, and then like marijuana smoke, green. I feel like that was your personal touches.
There was the Buckeyes and the Rogue had very difficult like mascots, I guess, to try and fill that one in. So they both kind of got purple smoke. Well, Rogue got purple smoke and Buckeyes got green smoke.
What is a Buckeye? Isn't it like a seed or something?
It's like a plant, and that's movement again by the Wolfpack. That was number 34 for the Wolfpack. A little movement early. Mark Sapien. And the Buckeyes say, even with that extra yard, we are still just going to go ahead and kick this one away. And so the Buckeyes.
You know, Tony, what I'm going to say about James Gratzy, number 10, playing quarterback for the Buckeyes, is I say his style is gunslinger, where when you have a strong arm like he does, like Brett Favre does, they're willing to take chances. I mean, he goes to throwing almost a pick six, and the next play throwing a 60, 70-yard touchdown.
Yeah.
And that's what happens when you have the strong arm, is you feel like you could fit it in those holes. And also, part of the reason why he's so competitive, you know, he knows the tools that he has, he knows his strengths, and so even though he was almost sacked and threw a pick six the play before, he didn't break. He still came to fight, as we see.
And because of that, the Buckeyes now have the lead by 2 points. So, again, that one PAT didn't really make or break anything right here, but you would really want that point back now, I guess. So the Buckeyes are going to line up to kind of kick this one away. There is 5 minutes and 32 seconds till the end of the game. And the Wolfpack have a hole they need to dig out of. They haven't been able to do a whole lot of anything here in the second half. And let's see if they can kind of muster something up here. Mustard on the beat. Oh!
You know, again, both these guys, well, now Titus Grayson and Javante switched, but these are both good return guys. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not saying they will, but I'm not being surprised if they even did score, at least get a good chunky yard.
And the one thing that I've seen from the Wolfpack that is a green flag here today is they've been able to keep their sideline emotions in check. Sometimes with these semi-pro teams, they can get a little get their emotions a little wrecked here in a situation like this. And I've seen everyone keep their composure today. And I think that if the Wolfpack is going to find a way to win that game, that is going to be one of the reasons that they do, is they are able to keep their composure in this big storm that they're going through for the second, third, and halfway through the fourth quarter. So Alex Baca set to kick this one away, hopefully away from Breezel if you're a Buckeyes fan, and right to Breezel if you are a Wolfpack fan, and that goes to Breezel, who lets it drop again, and that's going to go through the end zone. Back of the end zone, touchback, Wolfpack starting with the ball at the 20-yard line, and let's see if Scott Thompson or Wes Austin goes in to play quarterback, and it looks like it's going to be Wes. Wolfpack offense has stuttered a little bit.
It really feels like, honestly, they haven't been able to drive almost at all for almost a full quarter now, you know, at least. I'm not really seeing any consistency. Are you?
No, not at all. It seems like they're trying to stick to the passing and it's just not working. And when they do try to run, it almost is like the Buckeyes know they're going to run, and they've been able to just stuff the holes.
And my guess is, again, I feel like James Gratzy has just been the big difference maker on that D-line. Whether it's a run or a pass, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Now with a 1st and 10, a bunch to the left. Wes hands it off to Maurice. Maurice met in the hole by, I believe that's Jesus Carvajal, who is the leading tackle for the entire league, and also the Buckeyes, a coach from San Jose, and also a coach that can play.
You know, Tony, don't quote me on this, but if I'm reading this right, if I saw that play correctly, because James Gratzy is being such a disruption, he's playing left nose tackle. That's just right of the center. That was a run to the left, a zone run to the left, but James Gratzy is having to get double teamed every play, and so other defenders are coming open.
And now West throws it to Ant-Man JR. Ant-Man JR being pushed out of bounds, and that is going to bring up 3rd and 1.
You know, Tony, that's what we've been talking about, man. That's what I want to see more of, are these little quick screens out to the sides to open up the box. A lot of the defenders are crowding the box, so this means basically where the offensive line is, about a 10-yard radius is where the defense will stack up because they're anticipating a run. If you start throwing those quick little screens, like you see number 32, the outside backer, okay, now he's starting to creep up a little bit, but okay, now he's moving a little bit, probably because of that play. But before, they're crowding the box to stop the run. Oh, they got a 1st down, by the way.
No, he does take another step inside, and Wes takes the handoff, throws it out to Ant-Man. Ant-Man trying to make something happen, and sheds one defender, stays on his feet, cutting back to the inside, shedding another defender, and finally being brought down by a gang of defenders is Ant-Man JR, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 4, because that actually was 1st down on the last one.
You know, one thing that Wes is doing, I think, is he's taking too much time with the zone read, meaning he's looking at to see, typically it's the number 2 defender, in this case the left outside linebacker of the defense. Does that guy crash in and try to stop the run, or does he stay out in the flats? He's taking too long to make that read and throw the ball. If he would have got that ball there quicker, Ant-Man would have had a lot more room, a lot more time to make a play. And also, stand up and deliver it. Don't throw a floater. Put it on a line.
And so Wes hands it off, and that is going to be the king, James Gratzy, on the stop.
And always surprised. He's definitely been the difference maker of the second half for the Buckeyes.
And with a 3rd and roughly 6 or 7, and the clock at 2 minutes and 45 seconds, I'd like to see the Wolfpack try to, step it up a little bit.
You know, Tony, this is a situation you're down by 2 points. I mean, you have 3 timeouts, so
2 timeouts.
2 timeouts, plus the 2-minute warning. This is the decision time, a hard decision time where if you don't get this 3rd down, do you go for it or you kick up the punt?
Wes pump fakes it, finally throws it across the middle into traffic.
Whoa. I would punt it.
So you have 2 timeouts. Your defense just let up a monstrous touchdown. There's 2 minutes and 3 seconds left till the end of the game. I think you're in a weird spot right here.
I don't know, man. Yeah, you are, because you only need 3 points, but you have to drive the whole field. Honestly, they haven't really been showing a lot of chemistry on offense. I don't even know if I would be confident enough to do a 2-minute drive. You might as well just go for it now, and I think that's what they're thinking.
And so 4th down and 7 or so.
I think this is a time where you do a curl at the 1st down on the wideout, something like that.
West throws it to Worthy, over the head of Worthy, turnover on downs.
I mean, you had one-on-one coverage right there. It was just not a well-delivered ball, way too high. Ant-Man was hecka open.
And one of those situations right here where we talked about at the beginning of the game. This is a game that's going to help decide playoff seeding. Who's going to get a first-round bye? Who's going to have to play week 1 of the playoffs?
And eventually down the stretch, who's going to have to play on the road?
Exactly. And right now, it looks like the Buckeyes have a great chance of walking away with a victory today. Up to under 2 minutes to go till the end of the game. And they have the ball now with a 1st and 10, and the Wolfpack only have 2 timeouts to stop the clock. And
I'm willing to bet that the Buckeyes go for it on 4th down. If they can get some yards, actually, even if they don't, I don't think that they're going to punt it, because where they're at, I think they're going to go for it on 4th down, hoping to get the 1st down. Obviously, right now you run out the clock, force Wolfpack to burn their timeouts.
And the Buckeyes are going to take a timeout here to talk this over with their QB and their offensive coordinator.
So like we were talking about, Tony, during the break, I think that they're just going to run the clock, force Wolfpack to burn their timeouts or score again.
And then it looks like they said, we're just going to score again! Buckeyes touchdown!
See, that was that score when you're a team where now you're up by 2 scores, and so now you know you could rub it in, because there's a real small chance you have to pay for that with this much time in this situation.
Yeah, this PAT right here does kind of put the game out of reach. Right now, oops, I gotta add this here. This PAT is going to figure out if the if the Wolfpack try on this last possession they have or not.
Oh, they're still going to try. You never know. I mean,
hike good, hold good, kick better, and that is 21-12. Buckeyes lead.
So they're up by 9, Tony, and like you're saying, it puts it out of reach because it's 2 touchdowns. Actually, I think I even see Wes Austin. He took his pads off.
Yeah, he's had a pretty frustrated day, and it looks like some of the other Wolfpack players now kind of undressing a little bit too. And that's gonna, looks like there's still 1 minute 50 seconds left.
You never want to give up. I mean, it's one of those things it rings true to your character, and there's still a chance. You never know, man. I would definitely be throwing it deep, trying to get my one-on-one mismatches, doing some extra moves, post, corner, post, stuff like that.
And Juwan Breezel did go. I thought for a second he wasn't going back to return. I said, oh, maybe they did throw in the white towel. But Juwan does go back there, and it looks like VJ, Vincent Johnson, also back. And word to Breezel, try to get this ball before it bounces if you can. They've let Breezel's let the last two kickoffs kind of bounce through the end zone and really taken the spark out of what he's able to bring to this team, and that's speed and elusiveness with the ball in his hand.
Tony, the Wolfpack is currently 5-1, correct?
I believe so.
So if this game ends the way, if this score doesn't change, then both teams will be 5-2, because currently the Buckeyes are 4-2.
I believe you're 100% right, B.
So it still makes it, the Buckeyes don't jump, or wouldn't jump majorly ahead of them in the playoff lineup seeding. But it does make it obviously a little harder for the Wolfpack.
So the Buckeyes are actually 5-2 right now. So they will be 6-2 after this game if it ends with a victory in their favor. Alex Vaca set to kick this one away, and there's a whistle blowing the play dead before he kicks it.
The referee's favorite play, flag. You know, on the positive side, though, Scott Thompson's obviously going in at quarterback right now, but he gets some touches. He gets some time with the offense. See if he can get a little chemistry. And also, you know, should he be needed in the future, he'll be more ready.
You good? And the Buckeyes with a 9-point lead. Kick this away, a little squib kick. Off the Wolfpack is a live ball and picked up by the Buckeyes. That is game over. There is 1 minute and 48 seconds till it's officially over, but because the Buckeyes were able to recover that squib kick, it is over. It is over. You'd have to have a fumble on a victory formation.
Are you done yet, or are you taking a break?
Very shortly, Mac. Very shortly.
So, hey, for our viewers, next week the Wolfpack will be playing in Sacramento against the River City Tigers, and that's going to be a good matchup. Even though the Wolfpack lost today, guys, keep in mind they don't have their whole roster, especially specifically their starting quarterback, who has the most passing yards in the league. They're still a good team, and next week they're playing against another good team with the River City Tigers, so we look forward to seeing you there.
The River City Tigers are currently on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, potentially 8-game win streak if they're able to beat the Reno Raiders today.
They're undefeated?
They only lost their first game of the season to the North Bay Rattlers, and they have not lost since. So the River City Tigers could potentially end the season with 2 losses. That would put the Buckeyes at 2 losses. That would put the Wolfpack at 2 losses if they can win out the season. And so that is.
I want you to run the clock, John.
And so do not quote me, but I do believe the playoff seeding is win percentage is the only thing that matters. And then if your win percentage is in a tie, it then goes to point differential. That is what I was told, and so that is what I'm going to tell you. So it's not who has the most wins and who has the least losses. It's about win percentage and win percentage only. And it's not about strength of schedule. It's not about who you beat.
So while the last minute is ticking off, player of the game is going to go to James Grazzi, number 10. He threw a touchdown and he really made havoc on the defensive line for the Buckeyes today.
And it was a completely different offense with him at the helm. A completely different offense. And once he was really kind of showed up somewhere in the second half, his defensive play really shut down the Wolfpack offense as well. We were talking about him getting double teamed and the running lanes closing up. And so James Grazzi is going to be the player of the game today. And so, like Dee was saying, next week,
that's a good nickname.
We'll be live from Sacramento, and it's going to be a doubleheader in Sacramento. I just don't know if we're going to be able to do both games, but we will be in Sacramento, and then we will end here in Madera on June 1st with I believe it's the Bay Delta Nightmare. And so thank you everyone for tuning in to the game today. And like I always say, all love, all day, always. And B's gonna say something real quick.
One thing I just want to say though, Tony, is one thing I like about this, and this is just a little ... for the future, is that this game is developing into a real rivalry between these two teams, because they're literally going back and forth and back and forth. And they're most likely going to see each other in the playoffs. And by then, it'll be two different teams in a lot of ways. So something to look forward to.
And we'll see you guys next week. Thank you for everything. Be sure to like, subscribe, and follow.